Nice.
There, I've advertised as well.
Oh my goodness, Shadow goes live with an advertisement.
Yes. Oh my.
Oh my.
Are you already live?
I am also live. Oh my.
All right.
We'll do introductions in a moment, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
This should be
Hopefully.
this. You know what? This will be good. Like I think. I like, despite other people's reservations, I think between us and hopefully Azure when he gets here, if he gets here, we have enough
hopefully.
game knowledge where this is gonna be a cinch. We'll be able to make this tier list. It'll work very well. Everyone's gonna walk away slightly more confused than they walked in.
I'm always confused. What are
That's
you talking
fair.
about?
I don't even know who the last character on this list is. Like, the stream can't see it yet, but like when I show it, I don't even know who the last character is. We're just gonna ignore them. As far as I know. Unless Azure knows the name of the character, and then I'll judge them based off of their name. And
Actually,
that's
I
all.
don't know who that is. I honestly don't know who that is.
I've
Who
never
is that?
seen this person in my life.
Same here.
Is that Kiara from Holo Ivy English? I don't know.
No idea.
Could be. Could be anybody. Now the real question is, everyone's name is actually in correct alphabetical order. Then, other than that last character, I don't know who it is.
Mm.
No, someone double check. I put this in alphabetical order really quick.
Yeah, you go check. I'm not.
Nice.
Hey, I'm the one that put it there. Do you think I'm gonna say it? No, I don't fault my work. It's how it's correct. It's how I do
correct.
it. It's how I do it.
It's correct.
Like, this tier list will be the most accurate and factual tier list. If I were lying.
Hmm.
This is gonna be a completely biased tier list where we don't even remember some of the names of the characters we met in some of these cases. Now, I will want to preface this by first saying, have you, Shadow, played through all of 1.2's Trailblaze quest?
1.2 Trailblaze quest?
Yeah, the main story quest.
Nice.
I don't know. Main story, yes.
So have you unlocked the new weekly boss? That's what I should ask then.
New weekly boss. That's a good question. I don't know. Probably. How do I check that?
Have you unlocked 2 new areas in the Zensho Lofu?
Well, we'll find out right now.
Well, we're taking a quick intermission while we see if Shadow has even beaten the main story quest, so he can actually.
Sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have.
Okay,
you got the alchemy commissions, and then you got the waterscape.
Okay, so
right?
for Scale Gorge Waterscape, do you finish the story there? The main story.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Because that boss was kind of easy.
Did you unlock the boss fight?
I have to go get it.
Yeah, go back and walk over there. It takes you 10 seconds. Go take the second and walk over and we'll get the teleport to Fantalia, okay? Gosh. Yeah. You're lucky I don't have an enemy tier list, because Fantalia would have been on that list, and I'd be like, why don't you have it unlocked?
Oh, shoot. I just screwed something up on my pop-up window.
Well,
how'd that happen?
They told him to play the game, guys, and the game played him.
Yes, this will take me a quick second.
All right, Azure gave me a status update. He's just waiting on somebody, and then he'll be in as well. That gives me enough time to get a beverage, as they say. So I'll also
get a beverage.
I'll also BRB with some. I know it looks like alcohol, guys. I'm just getting some orange juice. I'll be back.
Alrighty. Still do not think that the fight was like
Nice.
the girl, like the big girl lady thing. I thought we were supposed to fight the dragon. Let's look at this thing. This looks amazing. I'm gonna walk up to it and say hi. Hey, big guy.
By the way, while we wait for Azure to get in, how's your day been, Shadow? How's your day been going?
All right, worked and all that.
Yeah, I mean, same.
Yeah, nothing new. I walked up to the dragon and said hi to him. Now I'm gonna do some character storyline.
Yeah, my day's been good. Busy day at work. But of course it's before I go on vacation, so
Yeah.
it's a busy day at work. I got my tech game backpack in, and Mother Anime made fun of me for the price of it.
Oh.
I'm not even taking this to Gen Con. And she goes, "How much do you pay?" Like, no,
Too much.
between $200 and $300, because that's what a gaming tech backpack goes for. And she goes, "You pay too much."
Too much.
Which I disagree with. I like backpacks like that usually go for that price or more.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. And some people might be like, "Wow, you bought a backpack that costs the price of a Switch?" I'm like, "Yeah, but it keeps my Switch safe."
True. Very true. All right, I'm gonna
Real
set
and
the
true.
command. I'm gonna take command of this place.
All right. And
Yeah,
I
no,
think
that-
I'm gonna start introductions while we wait for Azure, because he might be a few minutes still.
All right.
But anyway, welcome. I'm here with guests today. The collab that no one asks for, the collab that I always like doing, is when me and my friends, and it's a weekday, we're staying classy, we're not drinking alcohol. I think I'm not, at least I'm drinking OJ.
I'm drinking water.
So we get together, we get a few drinks, in this case family friendly ones, and we do something random together where we share our opinions, or should I say we make a random tier list. Now we have the classics. We have S, A, B, C, D. I think solid entries. Except one thing. I don't believe in D tier. F tier. That last one's
neither do
F
I.
tier. We're failing that character. And then if I went with my standard, it should say S, A, F, 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 but we're not going by Asian standards. My parents treat B's like F's, guys. That is the price of growing up in an Asian household. Random, but true. So now, there's a lot of things, because some people might be questioning, wait, how are you using a tier list and have characters that aren't even out in the game officially? I'm like, they're announced on social media,
Nice.
or we met them in the game. So we're not basing. So normally you'd be like, oh, tier list, right? You could tier it against character design. Maybe their playability, like are they fun to play with? Does their kit make sense? Maybe their functionality. How good are they with other characters? Good are they in the team? How good are they as a how good is Zila of Hunt Path versus Su Shang of Hunt Path? It could be very nitty and gritty on numbers and stuff, even. Or I think this tier list could be very simple. A lot more simple than that. We're going to take all those ideas and we're just going to we're not going to objectively look at them. We're going to subjectively look at them. We're just talking about how exciting the character is to us. That's the entire tier list.
Yep.
It ain't going to be objective.
Okay.
I'm not going to be like, Zila's really good because she does all this cool stuff. I'm like, Zila's really good because I like memeing on disappear into the sea of Bronias. Illusion of the past games. Because of all the Bronias. So this tier list
Nice.
is not going to be an objective tier list. It's going to make no sense. And then once we finish the tier list, I'm going to save it, export it. It'll be on my Twitter for other people to judge. And be like, me and my friends made a HSR tier list. Please rank. without
Yeah.
any explanation, which I think is fair. I think is that's the best way. So I might have to explain that again when Azure gets in, but that is our
Probably.
goal, which is why I'm just hanging out in the Astral Express. Now, I wish I had a tier list that did have more characters, like maybe some of the NPCs, some of the enemies, the Astral Express, the train, so we could fully meme. But I figured people would take this one too seriously if they only saw characters, which is why we're using the one with only characters.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm doing.
I hope so.
So
'cause
I
don't.
did. To be fair though, for like for those who might not know the characters as well, might not remember what stars they're gonna be, what element they are. I was thinking of like bringing up graphics of like if I could find them, or like maybe their in-game character models if we met them in game. And I thought to myself, well, I'm making this. I had this idea like just as I got out of the shower because it was a shower thought, and I was like, nah. I made an entire folder of like pictures where I was like, we could use these for like reference photos. And there it goes right into the recycling bin. We're not gonna use those.
Well, there goes those.
Now, once again, I'm KRanime. This is gonna be a good time. Shad, would you like to?
0078.
There you go. Find us here on Twitch.
Yep.
Azure's not here yet, but that's fine. We'll clue him in once he gets here. I think we're gonna start with number one. We're going alphabetical order. We're gonna start with Arlen. Arlen.
Okay.
Now, Shadow, what's your opinions on Arlen?
I don't remember who Arlen is. It's been a while since I used him.
Wait, you've used
Or
him before?
two. I actually have him.
Yeah, I know you do. I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't.
I'm right in the middle of storyline too. So I can't bring him up.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to. This is not. We don't care about that. This
I
is
do.
this is an overall. This is a subjective tier list. I don't care about the hard, cold, hard facts.
Noise.
Right. I haven't used him though. I wish I did. Like his character design looks pretty cool. Like his artwork.
He's right.
Like I said, I haven't really used him, but his personality. Isn't he the one that's on the space station, right?
Yeah, he is on the space station, Herda.
Okay. Yeah. He's up there with Asta.
Yeah, he's Asta's lapdog, which is a
Yeah,
joke.
that's right. Yeah, he's in love with her pretty much, isn't he?
Okay. He deeply respects her, but obviously, some people will spin it. I'm not a
Right.
shipper, unless it's Zila and Bronya, in which case I'm a degenerate shipper. So like my opinions on Arlen is right. His kit is okay. He dies a lot. Everyone's like,
Does he really?
yeah, because he gets to low HP all the time. And he has to stay there for like maximum damage or something. I don't know. I've never used him actually, so I'm talking about it as if I know how he works. As a character, I think he's okay. I think he's held back by the fact that like it's like I don't have him, so I'm probably never gonna be able to build him until I do. And even then, he's lower on my priority list because I have an E1 Yanqing that needs building now. But I'm gonna build Asta instead because I need a fire character. So like, if I get an Arlen, like also like I got Blade, and Blade's destruction.
Noise.
Yeah.
Like why would I build Arlen when I have Blade? He's 5-star Arlen but better. Arlen's the I want Blade. You have Blade at home, and it's Arlen, and he dies because you didn't get Jeopard's shield on him. Jeopard? You didn't get his shield on him, and he died. Sag.
Like he looks like a badass character. Like he has a scar on his face. Freaking, he has got nice tech on him. I'm looking at his.
I like his skin
character.
tone a lot. I'm just saying.
So do
Like,
I.
I
So
like
do
I
I.
like that I like that tan skin tone.
Yeah,
I don't know why. It's like that.
it's different.
You don't see enough of it.
No, you don't.
But like the problem is like everything else.
Noise.
Like come on. I did 80 pulls on the Blade banner where you're on there, sir. And you don't show up? Like come on. Su Shang showed up. I got E2 of her finally. Feels so good. I finally got her E1. Happiest day of my life. For that, Arlen, I would personally rank you very low on my tier list. What about you?
I was thinking like maybe like C, maybe B, somewhere around there.
I agree with C tier because I don't hate him. I like his character a lot. When he shows it in his short story, I'm like, yeah, you're good.
Like he has a pretty good story to him for mission.
Yeah, like his character mission's
So-
fine. Like
Yeah.
his story interactions have all been very positive. I think people make fun of his height and stuff. I'm like, yo, short kings are short kings. You know,
He's short, but not
keep
as
keep
short as
respect on
Clara.
the name.
Clara, actually, no one's shorter than Hook. Excuse me, I stand corrected. Clara's actually
And Hook
taller
wears
than Hook.
shoes. We'll get
Yeah,
to that.
big beefy.
Also,
shoes.
shoutouts to Honkai Star Rail for having different sizes for characters. What?
Yes, thank you.
What? People have different heights? What? All right. Anyway,
Right?
next on the tier list, Asta.
Is it Asta?
Yeah,
Oh,
Asta's name starts with an A.
oh yeah.
So I know this doesn't mean anything, but I think we should put Asta in A tier because her name starts with an A.
Sip.
No. If I was a shrimp, I would put her in S tier. Also, she makes your team really fast.
She does.
I
Like,
u-
I
you
got
know,
her
you
in the
know, I
beginning.
use my level 50 Asta in level 80 content, and she still slaps enemies around.
Yeah.
She just has to be faster than them, and then she uses her ultimate, and now all my party's faster than everybody.
Yeah.
I like that about her. He's Sonic the Hedgehog, but if Sonic the Hedgehog could give Sonic speed to everybody, and Rich.
Noise.
Okay, send you. No, I can't.
I like Asta personally. She's a lot
She's
of
not
fun.
bad.
To use.
I did use her in the beginning because I did get her. I have no problems with her really. I just wish she would get off the damn space station more.
Well, she does if you use her in your party.
Yeah.
That's a you decision.
Yeah,
It's not my fault
well,
that it's not my fault Serval's traveling the universe with you, okay? And Asta's sitting in the space station in an Astral Express
I know.
with her money that she cries into. She has too much of it.
I know. She could she should give me some money because I'm actually gonna start running low pretty soon.
Anyway, I think Asta's A tier, personally. I like her.
Okay. She's not too bad. She has that buff I do like.
Oh yeah, she has like the
I don't
attack
know.
buff for with her skill. The more targets she hits, the more damage your party does.
Noise.
I like
Yeah,
my
I would-
my Asta's like E4, so like a lot of Astas have come to me, and I'm like, oh okay, Asta likes me in this game.
Yeah, mine's E5.
Yeah, so like, you know,
So she's not really that bad. So I would probably put her around like A, B somewhere maybe.
yeah, I'll double check. Is my Asta? Oh, she's E3. Either way, that's
E3.
still really good.
Yeah, I got a lot of her for some reason.
Good, she's a good character. A tier.
Yeah, I need to start using more characters, but I gotta level all of them up though, which is hard to do.
All right, next
I got so many.
is Bailu.
Which I do not have her.
I also do not have her. However, have you done her companion mission?
Yes, I did.
And have you just met her in the story that one time randomly?
Yes,
Okay, Bailu's a little weirdo.
she is. But you know what? That's okay.
Noise.
You know, she's
And-
reincarnated several times.
And I've used her from like my friends list too, going, oh, let's see how Bailu is as a healer. She's okay. she's harder to use than Natasha.
Is she?
Cause like Bailu, okay, it could just be that all my abundance characters need help, aka effect resistance. But dude, like one of my party members died while she was like entangled, and guess what? You don't get her free res if she's disposed.
But that sucks. Does she have a follow-up attack?
No, she's abundance.
Oh, abundance. That's right.
She's a healer.
Yeah. Right.
Also, her healing procs are random, so you get like the main healing proc, and then it bounces or something.
Does it?
Yeah. It's like Natasha with like the big one
Nice.
with the debuff removal.
Okay.
Like Bailu's main gimmick is my brother in land. If you die, I will make sure you don't die. Not unlike Natasha or Luocha, it's like, why are you dying? Don't be healthy. Also, she has some gimmick where you get HP regen from attacking or something. I don't know what it is. Or getting attacked or something. I don't know how that one works because I don't know how to activate it because I don't own the character. I didn't read through her actual skills.
You can go into warp and go to where I just.
Oh yeah, I tried the trial one of her and I still felt she was weak.
Yeah.
As a healer.
I agree. Yeah.
Especially, and it could just be like, you know, I'm getting spoiled by Natasha and Luocha. I got
Maybe.
mommy and daddy on my side, and they heal better than me than little reincarnated dragon girls. So I would rank her lowly.
She on the short side.
Yeah, I would rank her lowly, not because she's on the short side. I rank her lowly because, like, I feel like Bailu is going to lose more traction the more abundance characters come out. And to a lesser extent, I think Natasha will also get power crept. Because, like, I heard Lynx, when she's a 4-star quantum character coming soon, the third Landau sibling.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. Yeah.
Yeah, and like people are saying that she's gonna be an insane healer is what people are saying. I don't know what that means because once again, I don't look at leaks or spoilers. So like I don't know what that means. So like I also feel like Bailu's gonna become even more of a hassle. And like if let's say I'm pulling for Kafka, and instead of my Lightning Queen, I got my Lightning Healer I don't need. I'll just be very sad. Like there's no excitement there. And this is what it's about. It's like, how excited am I about this character? Not at all. So for me personally, I rank Bailu very lowly, unfortunately.
Sadly,
I'm not saying she's bad though. If you don't have a second abundance character, a second abundance character is literally what's going to, in the future, take you from Memory of Chaos 1 to like Memory of Chaos 6 or 7. So
right.
Nice.
But yeah, I only have one healer on my whole entire roster, and if I had another healer, Bai would probably be close to being my third or second.
Yeah, there's people who main Bailu alongside Zila. Apparently, she's really good in that team.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So
I don't know what the differences are.
I would probably rank her around C as well.
I would even say F. Just piss people off. F. F for fish. She's
a dragon.
She's also swimming in her splash art.
Yes, she is.
So F for fish.
F for fish. Oh boy.
What's this? What say you, Shadow? Do you disagree with this one? F for fish.
Probably. I'd probably put her in C though.
All right, I'll put her at the bottom of C, which is only 2 characters so far.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's talk about Blade.
Blade, another character I don't have.
So, can I just say, Blade gets me pumped. He's so fun to use. He's so fun as a character. He's not emo boy like Sasuke or Zhao, for you Genshin fans. He's emo in all the right ways. Like, he's definitely the guy that goes, yeah, I listen to My Chemical Romance. What of it? Not, oh, my brother killed my entire family, so I want to revenge my brother. He's like emo with a purpose. like an emo with swag, you know. I kind of like that about him. Like he hits all the right notes for me personally as a character.
Right. His attitude and his clothing and his look kind of match. So it's like it's perfect.
He's perfect. I agree.
See, I don't even have him.
Yeah, there you go.
I do want him, but I'm saving up for Kafka.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah! We'll get to her.
Yeah.
So for that, I want to put Blade in S tier.
I would probably put him in S tier too.
Hell yeah!
Because I did use him during the trials and everything.
That's my man's.
I used the character trial and everything. I'm like, he's not a bad character to use.
Oh, he's so fun.
His ability does make him lose health, but he gains it back.
Oh, and he becomes even more fun once you actually know how to use him even better later.
Yeah. Let's look at his eye. He has a freaking like.
He has Mara struck eyes.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I like it. Also, I like the story implications behind that because, like, Kafka in that one scene, she tells him to listen, tells everyone to listen, and everyone gets dominated. And they're like, wait, what? Well, we stopped fighting, I guess, because Kafka said so. We'll get to that later.
Right.
Anyway, next is Bronya. Bronya's cool.
Bronya. I don't have Bronya.
I don't either. She's gonna be my guaranteed if I don't have her by my 300th pull on the standard banner though. 100%. Like, right, please let me just make the game easier.
Right.
Let my Zila and my Blade and my Sushang all get more turns. Less so with Sushang because unfortunately Bronya is very skill point heavy, which is okay for Zila, less so for Sushang, only because Sushang's ultimate makes it so that she takes her turn goes back to first. Whereas Zila, when she kills an enemy with her attacks, that counts as an extra turn, so she doesn't lose any of like the 1-turn buffs. That's why Bronya is better with Zila. But Bronya is great with Blade because Blade's like, I'll just keep attacking.
Really?
Yeah, because Blade likes taking extra turns too. He does it normally. He's destruction. It's not a hunt character. I say this as if every hunt character takes extra turns. I don't think they do. In fact, I don't even know like what some of the other characters' paths are that aren't out yet.
Right.
But like I don't know what Jinglu's path is going to be. But with that said, Bronya's really good. Also, she adds crit damage, which I appreciate with her ultimate. It's pretty cool.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, you should read through her skills in the character trial. They're pretty nice.
I think I'm gonna have to.
So, also Bronya's like, she's a Bronya face, and Bronya's a cool character from Honkai Impact 3rd too. You know. And
she's part of the main story.
I hope that they introduce more Bronya faces so I can further my joke of Zila saying disappear into the sea of Bronyas. And then that illusions of the past is illusions of the past Bronyas, you man.
Jeez.
Nice.
So with that, I would put Bronya in at least a higher tier. What say you, Shadow? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
Probably A, maybe.
A? Do you think higher or lower than Asta?
Probably higher.
Someone's gonna see this tier list and be very pissed right now.
Probably. I don't care.
Bronya's not S tier. What? That doesn't matter. Caius and Stella are gonna get separated on this tier list if you guys didn't know already, okay?
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Speaking of Caius, the male Trailblazer.
Okay. Yeah.
So
The male, not the female.
the female comes later. Stell's later.
Okay.
Stell's name starts with an S. Caius' name starts with a C. His name is Caius, right?
I have no idea.
Male trailblazer name.
I like that watch.
Yeah. Oh, Kalis. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So
Didn't know he had a name.
I will say he has the cooler watch.
Yeah, I like
feel
that
like
watch.
his animations different from Stell's, so like they both have really good
Really?
animations. Oh yeah, they do. They have a different animation when they do their attacks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, they have a different animation when they do their attacks.
Uh,
Rules
Okay.
are made to be broken, said Stell. Not Kalis. Now, when I think default main characters, though, they're both very good. Kalis I like because he's a little bit less like resting existential dread face 24/7. Stell, whenever she's not doing an animation or in a cutscene, she looks like she has post-traumatic existential dread face disorder or something.
Really?
She always looks like the world is gonna go crumbling at her fingertips at any second. It's very
just looks like
fascinating. Really,
Yeah,
he
he
just
just looks like an emo boy.
he just looks like kind of like bored,
Yeah.
kind of like
He just looks
kind of
like
like,
an emo
huh,
kid.
what am I doing here? And not like the emo kid, the bad kind of emo kid, but kind of like the, what am I doing here? Kind
Like,
of
can I
right.
do something else?
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So like, I wouldn't, he's on like, I would say like he's probably middle of the pack.
Yeah. B. Definitely
B?
solid B.
Solid B.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Next, I agree with that one. I think B is fine for Kalis. Now next is Clara. So
I actually have her.
I'm gonna say this right now. Someone please get her some goddamn shoes.
Yeah, please.
Hoyoverse, please give us the Clara 2 character edition where she gets a permanent outfit upgrade where she gets shoes.
Yeah.
I
even
know
if-
she doesn't wear them because she thinks shoes are uncomfortable. Her backstory and voice
True.
lines.
True.
But dear God, it's like Bellabog's in Everwinter. We feel bad. Please let us give her shoes. And for that,
that's
I want to
sad.
give her F tier because her
tier.
feet are cold.
Not only that, but look where she grew up.
Also, she's not Mr. Svara.
No.
She does call us big brother / big sister,
Yes.
which I think is cringe usually, but for Clara it was actually endearing, and I'll admit that. Like as an older brother, I hate the little sister trope. Hence why I like playing female characters of being called little sister. First of all, second, she was still endearing. The acting was solid, spot on.
Yes.
So like, as I jokingly said, I want to give her F tier for having no shoes, and someone needs to get her some shoes before she goes up on the tier list.
Even it has to be a side mission for shoes.
I will do it. I'll do it, man.
So what I
Dude, event. You get no stellar jades, but you get Clara a pair of shoes. We do that.
Yes.
30-day
Definitely.
login event. I'll do it.
Yes.
Whatever it takes. Get her some shoes, please. I don't know. Like, if I got Clara, I would still be very happy with that pull. She's cool.
Yeah, I'm happy
She's
to
good.
get her.
I have
I'm
the
gonna work
5-star light cone from from the Herda shop that I can just move to her and then put Blade on a better light cone that fits his playstyle.
Do
because-
I have hers? No, I don't.
Hers is really good on her.
I don't
Obviously.
have hers. Yeah,
Anyway,
I need to get it.
get the Bronya one first with Bronya, and then you talk. And
Right.
you got 300 pulls or 100 some odd pulls left before you have to worry about that. Don't worry about it yet.
Maybe.
So I don't know. Where do you think Clara should go?
Well, I haven't used her much. I did use her for trials and everything else, but I'm thinking of a good team with her and some other people.
Like
and
March
they all
7th, right?
Yes.
Smiley
And
face.
they all do follow-up attacks, and that would rock during the was it the simulating universe?
Oh yeah, you put her with
So
Herda
that-
and Himiko, right? You said.
Yeah.
That's a solid team.
Yeah.
That's a solid team that farms stuff too.
Yes, it would be. So I would probably put her like in like B or A.
I'd say A tier.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's. Do you think higher or lower than Asta?
Probably a little lower.
All right, I agree with that. I like Asta more personally, so
Because she
I'm
needs
fine with
good
that.
boots or shoes or something.
So once she gets the shoes, she might go out. She might climb up the ranks with her own
Yes.
2 shoed feet.
Yes.
Then we have Don Hung, or as people
Don
call him, Daniel.
Daniel.
Daniel. Danny boy.
Uh,
He gets no respect, and to be fair, what we have Don Hung and coming soon the cooler Don Hung, so
really?
Yeah, like,
didn't
look how
know that.
cool Imbiber Lune looks in comparison. Right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think Don Hung's fine as a character and stuff. It's just like he, like the only exciting thing he did was he almost kissed the main character.
Wait, what?
And then he became an Imbiber Lune during that really cool cutscene in 1.2.
He almost kissed the main character.
Yeah,
Don't
for
miss
like the
that one.
CPR. Remember at the very beginning?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Which kind of pissed at March about still. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I
But-
think I would like his other look better, with the horns and everything.
I think we should put Don Hung in F tier. Because
I have to.
because it's like the yearbook meme. It's like Don Hung and the cooler Don Hung, right?
Yeah,
So I put this one F tier, put the other one like high. I think
I
that's-
agree.
All right, Don Hung. For memes, you're down here. Sorry.
Yep.
Under Arlen, people are gonna riot.
Oh, I know.
All right, here's Fushuan. That.
I don't think I have her.
Yeah, it's because she's not in the game yet.
Oh,
She's
I was gonna say,
the.
I'm like, I think I've ever heard of this character before.
No, you know exactly who she is. She's the head of the divining
Oh yeah,
group.
yeah.
She's
I
a
know who she is.
little sassy girl that's actually like kind of afraid because she's pretty young, all things considered, for a Zen
Alright.
show native.
I don't have any pictures.
Where
for
she
her.
stops Kafka's
models.
bullets because she's like, I can see the future.
Nice.
Kafka's, and that's not how bullets work, but sure. Okay, Neo.
All right.
Apparently, she's gonna be a preservation character. I'm like, why would you need a quantum preservation character? What does she do? And if
Yeah,
no
that
one's
would
gonna
be
give me
a good
spoilers because I don't want them. Apparently, she's gonna be a quantum preservation character. Apparently, she helps with the mono quantum team. I'm like, okay, that sounds cooler. Zila, Silverwolf, Lujuan, Phalanx. I couldn't add a S or a Z sound to her name for Lynx, so. But yeah, I like. She's okay to me. I don't like. I'm not.
I don't know much anything about her, so. and
All I know is she's going to help mono quantum at some point in the future. But like,
Okay.
I don't know. This will all be post Kafka. Like, Imbiber Lune is gonna be post Kafka. Wushuan's gonna be post Kafka. I will try for Lynx because Lynx a 4-star. Maybe I could get lucky in like 1 or 2 10 pulls. But like
Mhm.
other than Lynx, like I don't know which other characters we could be able to afford to pull for in the future because I'm free to play. I can't afford anything. I'm free to play.
Same here.
Like I'm lucky I've gotten every limited banner character to date as a free to play. When Luocha cost me 80 tickets and freaking Blade cost me another 80 tickets.
Yeah, Lucha I didn't get, and I spent a lot of my gems to get them. Like you,
Dude, I spent my stupid the glitters.
Yeah, so did I, and I still didn't get them.
That would have gone to my Bronio light cone on Blade. 30 pulls worth. I had over 600. And to be fair though, for Luocha I did have 80 pulls saved.
There you go.
Like I did have a full 80 pulls. So I was guaranteed to get a 5-star from that banner. I'm glad that I got Luocha. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because I could guarantee 1 5-star from that banner. I'm glad I
But
didn't lose
enough about him. We gotta grade her.
I think she's okay. Like I don't know anything about her, but like at this point, I put her somewhere in the middle.
I
Either
only
like-
know about the storyline about her. Like her character design looks good. Her backstory not knowing much about it.
Yeah.
Military background sounds like probably around C or B because we don't know
Yeah,
much
I was
about
gonna
it.
say either top of C or like bottom of B for now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Which one do you want to put her in?
Top of C.
All right, that's fair. Because we don't know anything about her yet.
Yeah.
Now you have Gepard, Gepard.
I don't
Gepard?
have him either. Japard.
So, I will say, I've used a friend's Gepard from like the support list.
Oops, that's not what I want.
Yeah, once his shield's up, like no one's gonna hurt your characters.
I haven't used him, so I don't know.
He's Serval's little brother.
Yes, I know.
He's the middle Landal sibling.
Right.
And you could really see the family resemblance once I see all three of them on the list like that. I can actually just like, oh, there they are.
Yeah.
I think he's
Same
cool.
eyes.
Like, I feel like he definitely is a guy who tries to do the right thing and gets
Definitely.
and then pays for it because he has difficult siblings. Very free
Very true.
thinking siblings. But I think he tries to be kind of like that straight-laced like middle brother. I jokingly call him a Siscon because he uses Serval's guitar case as a weapon.
Does he?
Yeah, so his giant shield thing is made with like Serval's guitar case. You know that?
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah, like his like he has that weird like giant like tower thing that he uses attacks with. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Serval's guitar case.
Oh.
I think it's for an old guitar,
Oh.
and I'm pretty sure it's not for a current one, but it's Serval's guitar case. Either way, so he dotes on his family. He looks up to his older sister. He looks out for his younger sister when he can. You know how it is.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
I think he's solid B tier,
I agree with that.
right?
Definitely. Yeah.
In fact, I would say top of B tier. Say.
Definitely top. Like I like his outfit. He has one
Oh,
metal
he has that
glove
cool
on,
like
gauntlet,
mantle cape
the
too.
ice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he freezes enemies too. His skill his skill might sucks, but it doesn't matter. You just use his ultimate.
Are you looking at his character right now?
Jeopards?
Yeah.
No.
Japard. Yeah. I am, and he has like icicles coming out of his freaking gauntlet.
Yeah, I could
Got some on top of
I
his
could look in the
chest.
the data bank.
Warp. Oh, you can go with David. Yeah, I guess we could have gone there too. I went to the warp.
I know he's preservation.
Is that
See his
really
character
her? Yeah,
more.
I guess that is her guitar case right there. I guess that
Yeah,
would fit.
no, it is. It is. That's canon.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's canon, but I'm like, really? Like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, why the hell would you choose that as the freaking shield, though?
I don't know. Maybe it's kind of like it's probably like some. It's like a metaphor for something, where it's like like when he was younger, she protected him, so now he wants to protect others, including her.
Okay.
It could be like a metaphor. All right, let's talk about Imbibitor Lunae, aka the cooler Don Hung.
Yes.
He's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Vijara
Let's see, where do we put the other Dong Hong?
F.
Okay, we got to put him at least an A.
Maybe even S tier.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe even S tier. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. If we talk A, we have to talk about the pillar of the A rank. Is he better or worse than Asta?
Oh, jeez, I don't know about
Hey,
that
how's it
one.
going,
It's a tough
Azure?
one.
Hey, what's up?
So, I want you to look at the tier list at this moment before we explain how we tiered things, and tell me what you think of it so far.
I don't even know why you have Fu there. She's not a character released.
So, don't worry about it. Just look at the tier list, and just know we did not raid Fu by anything of her gameplay because know nothing of it. So that was not a factor when we put her at the top of C tier.
That's really no factor in most people either. So,
That might also. So, what do you think of this tier list? If you were, let's say you assume that this was going to be a normal tier list, Azure. What do you think so far? Part way in.
I've seen a lot worse.
I cannot believe that. Do you agree? You say that when Bailu is at the under Arlen in C tier. I cannot wholeheartedly say I agree with that when Bronya is in A tier, underplayed, the only S tier so far. Okay, so Azure.
So what is like the requirements for this tier list?
So this one, I was like, you know, there's a lot of things we could talk about, like the character design could be a very big factor.
Okay.
Playability, like, you know, how their kit's like, is it fun to use? Are they fun to use? Does the kit make sense? You know, what their functionality is, which is like more like the meta performance. How are they with like against like, you know, like you know, comparing like path character to path character? Are they and like specific team comps, etc. But I figured this would be more about like how excited we are about these characters. Like do they make us go, ooh, this character is really cool and exciting, or man, you're boring compared to your Imbiber Lune version, Don Hung, therefore you're F tier.
Some of these spoilers to you though?
Huh?
I said, aren't some of these spoilers to you?
Oh, I have no idea who that last character is, so I don't even know their name. Like the one past Yukon, I don't even know who that is. No, we've met all the other characters either through Twitter story for Zikui. I don't know what her name is. Yoimiya, not Yoimiya. Voiced by same English VA.
And Lucha.
Yeah, obviously we know who Luca is because of Twitter. Like
I'm pretty sure that's who the last one is too, from Twitter probably.
Oh no, I didn't see her. I don't know who they are. I was like, for all I know, that's Kiara from Whole Live English. I have no idea who that is. Like that character, if I don't even know what her name is, we're gonna probably have to judge her solely on looks.
Yeah, probably.
At the rate we're going, because like I know a little bit about the other characters. Like I know Lynx is the third Landau sibling because of Twitter. You know, I know Imbiber Lune because we all play through 1.2 now, so we all know who Imbiber Lune is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know Fu from the story, etc. We know Luca from like, you know, the Bellbug Fight Club, talking about him, and you know we Twitter. We know what he looks like.
I know that last chick's on the streamer light cone.
Oh really? I
what
thought
it's
that
called.
was Sushang on that cone. Oh, is she on subscribe for more? Oh no, she's in the background subscribe for more, right?
No, I think she's the character.
Oh, is she the character on? Oh well, I could double check. I have the game open. All right, guys, let's go to the data banks. Light cones. The hunt. Oh no, it is just her.
Oh, she's a hunt character then.
Yo, what is up? Is everything coming? Oh, she's a streamer? See a pretty girl doing the cinder block smash on chest stunt? What the heck? She
what's her
smashed
name?
a cinder block on her chest? Oh, Sushang's the one getting the cinder block smashed on her. Oh no! Oh no, Sushang! This is what people would have wanted. Okay, she's gonna get rated a little bit higher just because of her light cone. All right, well that's good information to have.
Oh, the light cone. That's where you're at.
Subscribe for more light cone. Yep. All right, that's some good info to have. I don't know her name from that. She's the orange-haired girl apparently. But we're up to Imbiber Lune now. The last one we were doing this alphabetical order. The last one we rated was Jeopard, which however you say his name. You got a solid top of B tier because you know he's a family man. He cares about his siblings. He wields Serval's guitar case. We all liked his cool mantle cape thing. None of us own him. Well,
Nope.
me and Shadow don't.
Can't.
Actually, I have no idea which characters you own at this point.
Well,
I think like.
Noise.
I think you do have them.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm just seeing which ones I don't have. It's
I could say which ones I don't have.
just
Uh,
Jane. and
I don't have Jinglu.
Lucha.
I don't have Jingliu, Kafka,
That's
Luca, Lynx, Arlen. I don't Bailu.
How do you
Weld.
not have Arlen?
I don't have Arlen. I know. I did 80
Okay,
pulls
wait,
on
honestly.
Blade's banner. Didn't get an Arlen.
I got Arlen. I got him a while back ago though.
Yeah, I didn't. I've never gotten an Arlen. You know who my first like non-Asta 4-star essentially was? It was like, I think my first one was like Natasha, my second was Tingyun. I had a very good Zila banner, like looking back on it. 77 pulls to get like
Noise.
3 characters, and one's a Tingyun. And then I get Zila. I'm like, that's not terrible.
I have like everybody but like all the 5 stars.
Yeah, I'm missing a lot of the 5 stars, is what I
Mainly
like to
the
see.
ones from the standard banner.
Yeah, I don't have Bronya either, so.
Yep, neither do I.
Yeah, you have Bronya, Azure.
Yeah, I do.
I use your Bronya sometimes, I know.
Well, I should put it back, honestly.
Your Bronya
Should
is
put
fun to
Steel up
use.
there. I haven't like.
Yeah, I'm
upgraded
tempted to
stuff
switch
yet.
mine to Blade. Blade's so fun to use. We put him S tier. He's exciting for me. Anyway, in Baibido Lune, the cooler Donhung. So we're discussing if he's A or S tier. And I say if he's in A tier, is he better or worse than Asta, who's the pillar of A tiers for no reason, other than I decided that. So Azure, now that you're caught up to speed, do you think Imbiber Lune is more exciting or less exciting than an Asta?
I guess it really depends. He.
This
has a
is
pretty-
subjective.
Pretty like boring kit in a way.
Oh, so he's not as fun to play. He just does a lot of
He's going to
imaginary
need,
damage.
Like you pretty much need someone like Luocha.
Oh, well, I already have Luocha, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
None of this is irrelevant to me.
No, it's irrelevant.
Silverwolf hacked my game, so I had 80 pulls to get a Luocha. I'm fine with her. So you say we'll say under Asta then.
Yeah, okay.
If he's not as fun to play, like Asta's fun because she uses a giant telescope to burn enemies. It makes no sense. I love it.
He's kind of like.
She's like magnifying glass
Q,
against
or
ants.
Q. I forgot how to fuck say her name. So almost
CQ?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get to her eventually. She's post.
He's kind of like her, but without the gambling aspect.
Oh, Qingxue?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not as fun. Gambling's funny.
Ah.
Anyway,
Instead, you just like use skill points.
next is Herda, everyone's favorite puppet, unless you're
To be honest,
afraid of
I've
dolls.
never used her.
Oh, I've used her a ton at the beginning, and I use her like whenever she's available on trials. And
still
I
have her
actually,
as my
and like she
character
could still like at level 40, she could still farm the middle node of like EXP books, even though they're like 10 levels higher. She's fine. She's fine.
I assume everyone has her at E6.
I do definitely.
Where do I have?
Mine's
I don't.
definitely.
I have her at E4.
Mine's 100. I got 2 spooks of her on the at least. Anyway, yeah, I have her E6.
Same.
I have like
she's E4 for me, sadly.
I have 3 E6 characters. I use one of them a lot because one of them is Natasha.
I don't think I have a single E6 character.
My Pella got E6 real quick, and then I would have turned away and not pulled Lucha if it was for Azure. Which, thank you, Azure, because I also got 2 Yukongs out of that. I literally went, I don't want to pull if I get an E6 character on this banner. But I do want another Abundance character really badly. And I got back-to-back Pella for E6. I was like... And Azure's like, just keep pulling. Just keep going. And I got 2 Yukongs and a Luocha. It's like, you know what? The best decision someone else made for me. But like going back to Herda, I think Herda's kit is funny because when you have her speed up, she yells in English, "This big diamond!"
It's all yours.
And it makes you laugh every time.
She's still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay. You kind of cut out there for a minute.
No, because I saw King post a message. So if he wants to join in on this debauchery,
Oh boy. I don't know. He knows nothing of this game.
even
I
better.
hate gotcha games.
I'm just bringing up the speed on how their rating style is going, so he knows.
Noise.
So you can literally come in and go like, that card looks ugly, and that's. Oh. They don't have Genshin body type syndrome. Yes, this game actually has character design. And
Do you say that?
what? Kid characters can have different heights? What characters can have different heights from each other? What a shocking revelation that Hoyoverse realized. Thank goodness. So I'd say Herda. She's okay.
Yeah, she's in my main party, so I'm obviously using her. I would definitely put her in like at least B or A.
Ooh, B or A.
Noise.
Yes.
Do you think she's better or worse than Japard than Gepard? And now making him the de facto leader of B tier.
Probably below him, probably.
All right.
Noise.
Above Kalis?
Yes.
Okay, put it there. I'm happy with that placement.
Like she can hold her own for a while.
Plus, you know,
Especially-
I like the fact that people are scared of puppets, and some people don't like Herda because she's a puppet. That makes you laugh, like internally.
Like she can physically freeze the enemies too for a while, so that helps.
Also, she has a big diamond, and it makes me laugh.
She does have that big
It
diamond.
maybe at 2x speed, it makes you laugh.
All right. Next person is Himiko, right?
Yep,
I have
Himiko.
the character.
So for me, Himiko is a solid S tier, and I might be talking out of my Chapter 9 Honkai Impact third ass for saying it,
Okay.
but
I do have her. I am in the middle of leveling her up with a couple other people.
mine's unfortunately only level 20, but you know.
Yeah, she's 61 right now. Like her character design reminds me of like
Nice.
Rome, because she has the almost like a garland almost with the roses in her hair.
Yep.
Like she looks like she's like a royal military freaking fighter.
She uses a freaking giant death beam, which I appreciate.
I know. Don't cross her. She will kill you.
So I would say Himiko, she's high on the tier list. I'm just saying for
Yeah.
personal reasons, for spoilers,
Noise.
for a different game.
Okay. For a different game. I don't know nothing about it. But yeah, I would probably put her probably at the end of A. Maybe.
Oh, like below Clara or above Bronya? Which end?
Oh. Probably right under Bronya.
Oh, so above Asta.
Yes.
Azure, what do you think of that placement from a subjective standpoint?
Sure. I don't know. I don't have her.
Don't worry, the pain gets worse. Next is Hook.
You're god fuck.
Hook, everyone says she's good, and I've not seen a single person use her. How does everyone know she's good and not no one using her? But that makes no sense to me.
I tried using
I've seen
her. I
one
got
person
really annoyed
build
with her.
Hook, and they're a whale, so they can afford to do that.
I think it's just because she's dots and people thought because Kafka would make her better.
Like her shoes don't make sense unless her feet are really that tiny.
Hook?
Yeah, look at her feet. Like
Yeah,
they're
she's
just
malnourished AF. What do you mean?
It's like she's just got like freaking like a ball right down there for her feet. Look at him.
Yo, she's
Look
on.
at
Yo, she's
her
on her.
model.
She's on her skate shoes. What? You don't like her skate? Oh, no, she's no. She walks around a giant freaking drill thing.
I mean, she's a slum child, so.
True.
Slum child. Oh.
Like she has no toes.
I feel bad. Now I'm gonna feel bad for recommending her for like C tier.
Noise.
F tier for slum child.
Oh my god.
Is that rude? I think that's rude.
Hey, did you know she has a badge with a mole on it?
Yeah, she's the leader of the moles.
Yeah, I know. I just noticed that shit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, I knew this before.
Oh, okay.
I was considering maining Hook as like my fire DPS because I was at that point where I wasn't sure if I wasn't like at that point where if I was gonna level up a DPS of every element. I think I will eventually do that, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be Hook. Because I think I might level up Himiko first. If
I'm pretty
we
sure
got better erudition light cones in
Your
the future.
fire DPS is going to be that chick on the end there, probably.
Oh, she's gonna be fire?
I'm assuming.
If she's
Yeah,
fire
they
hunt, I
usually go
mean,
by
she's
outfit.
instantly a better level up pickup than.
I believe she is fire hunt. I mean, they usually go
Well,
by outfit.
well, that's not true because Hook's destruction, which makes her really good. Because destruction has a ton of really good light cones. I feel like from a gameplay standpoint, talking a little bit more seriously, erudition's tough because you don't have many good choices yet for
Yeah,
erudition.
Jinx cone.
You have the best cone that was limited, and then you have like the seriousness of breakfast, and that's it. Wait, no, seriousness of breakfast is destruction
Noise.
because that goes on Arlen normally, originally. What's the erudition free cone? I don't remember. Data bank, please help me. Light cone erudition. Look at all these I don't have. Wow, I don't even have make the world clamor. Oh no, it is a seriousness of breakfast. I was right. Okay. Cause this one's okay because like the words damage increased to 12%. For every defeated enemy, words attack increases by 4%, stack up to 3 times, which is 24% increased damage and an 8% attack up to 3 times at S5, which is totally doable because it's free. That means you could trade the things in for them, like by just doing bosses, weekly bosses and stuff. So Seriousness of Breakfast is a solid light cone, but that's like the main one. And that's one erudition cone.
Noise.
Alright, we're gonna get more opinions at this rate.
Oh,
I'm happy
no.
with that. So with that said, Hook covers is destruction. I think destruction has a lot going for it. It doesn't have enough characters. But now we now have 3 good characters for destruction,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Because we have Blade, Clara, and Hook. And then we have Arlen, who unfortunately it's better than Bailu apparently in our tier list, but that's not because of gameplay.
No.
I say Hook is actually like really good because like I used her like a little bit towards the beginning, and she does some good things. It's just
Noise.
in general you want to favor like your main carry DPS, and then by the time I got like Zila, I was like, guess she's gonna be my main carry DPS. And Zila has carried me through content, and Sampo has carried me to content because Nihility. I did not know Nihility was going to slap as hard. So that's why Hook, that's the only reason I don't use Hook now. And everyone said Hook is good. Really good. People use her as like their main DPS. And they do lots of damage. And Hook apparently outdamages Himiko because she got better modifiers because she got buffed. Apparently or something.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, and like she's a 4-star, so you're more likely to get copies of Hook than you are of Himiko.
Oh.
Especially as a free to play. With all that said, I think I'm thinking top of C tier personally though. Like-
I was thinking more along the line like towards the middle.
Of C tier?
Yeah.
No, I'd put her over Lady Fu
Okay.
for now because like unlike Lady Fu, you could play as Hook now in the game.
Nice.
Man, if you saw Fu's animations, you would put her up higher.
I mean, like I like that thing where she like when you first see her against Kafka and she does like the Neo thing, she pushes bullets away.
Mhm.
She's the one.
Her actual in-game animations are.
Yeah, I haven't
really
seen her actual in-game animations because that's
Yeah, same
all
here.
closed beta / coming in the future, and
Yep.
we're not at the future yet. So
I mean, you could technically
Nope.
apply it for closed beta.
yeah, but I didn't. I didn't make any of the closed betas. I'm just saying I didn't make any of them. Okay, I did apply to like the pre-release closed betas. I didn't make any of them. That's why I wanted. All right, we'll put Hook here then. How's that look? Just above
Yeah.
Arlen.
Yep.
All right, next up is Jingyuan.
I don't think I have him. Matter of fact, I know I don't have him.
Yeah, he's literally 5-star serval. Why would you need him when you're a serval main? And your serval hits harder than my Jingyuan. My Jingyuan's level 70. Why are you out damaging him, sir? Excuse me. Stop making my Jingyuan look bad. I purposely don't use Shadow serval on stream because literally you look at the damage my Jingyuan does until Lightning Lord does anything. I'm literally using the Birth of Self light cone that only increases follow-up damage. Lightning Lord slaps. My Jingyuan taps.
Yeah.
Lightning Ward is slow though. That's the one thing.
Yeah. It's not a good Jingyuan build, and I'm doing it. I should have gotten his light cone instead, but I wanted Sushang more. With that said, Jingyuan's cool. As a character, he's super cool.
Yeah, and you get to use him in the storyline too.
And his voice acting's so good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and yeah, you got to use.
Shadow Wolves could call more wolves, but they can call more wolves. That's cool.
Yeah, when I found out wolves can call more wolves, and then the wolves can call more wolves, I was like, what?
Oh no, apparently all of them can.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was a rare thing that could happen because I've only seen the wolves I know that call more wolves on their first turn to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize all the wolves
we
can
got
do it.
enough wolves.
Nice.
I just want to see infinite wolves.
I want to
Oh,
say there's
boy.
a limit to how many you could put on the screen.
Oh, there's
I
a
think
maximum
there
of 5
is.
enemies at a time.
Yeah.
I know this because against one of the bosses for one of the things, I purposely capped out their enemies so they couldn't summon the new ones in. On purpose. So I would say Jingyuan's pretty cool though. Is he S tier for anyone else? I'm gonna take that as a no.
I would
Okay.
say
Hold on.
probably A tier.
A tier?
Probably A. Yeah.
Alright, do you think he is better or worse than Asta?
Probably better.
Ooh, you think better than
I mean,
Asta?
he has like no real use from your team besides a DPS, and
Yeah.
and Asta actually has
And
like,
Asta-
usage outside of it.
Do you think Asta could buy the Sensual fleet? I think she could afford it.
Probably. Yeah. Put him underneath her.
there's this hypothetical situation where Asta
Nice.
goes, huh, I want to buy a standing military against the Anti-Matter Legion. I'm just gonna buy the Zensho Lofu. And I can see her doing that for some reason.
Yeah.
How much does it cost us? Just like, maybe like 2% of my wealth. 2? 2? If we had 2% of your wealth, we'd live forever. Off that. We wouldn't be the Astral Express. We'd just be Money Train. Anyway, next is Jingliu without her blindfolds. I think it's really cool. So points off for that. But I also like glasses, so my opinions don't matter as much on that. You can tell that Pella and Welt will get ranked higher than they should because of me. What? Anyway, Jingliu. Obviously, if you did the Yanqing character quest, you've met her in game. Of course, if you watch some of the Hoyoverse,
Transfer.
videos, you've seen her in the Jingyuan backstory trailer.
Hmm.
She's pretty cool. I mean, like, she's also
Yeah.
she also a nice character.
Noise.
See if we
They
can
for
find
some
her in
reason
here.
won't show the ult in closed beta.
What's she doing closed beta?
I said they won't show the ult in closed beta.
Oh, they didn't show her ult in closed beta?
I know it changes like her stance or whatever.
Oh, so she has stances? Oh, I like stance mechanics.
She does kill your whole party doing it though.
Oh, wait a second. Wait
So-
a sec. Uh-oh.
Yeah, your Luocha will not be able to heal it because it takes HP away from everybody.
Quick, Bailu!
wow.
Bailu, go up
You
on
need
the
to
tier
rely on
list. We need you
skills.
now. You gotta keep people alive.
Jeez.
It's kind
Holy
of the
shit.
opposite issue of Blade. You need shields for.
Oh, so I guess she works well at Gepard.
I'm assuming because they're both ice, and she probably does more damage against ice like Yangqing does.
Mm.
That sounds very funny, though. I want to see someone use. Just like, oh, she looks good, and she just kills the rest of your party. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, she kind of does what Blade does for his skills, but to everybody.
Hmm.
And she doesn't regenerate health back, I believe.
Wow,
Okay,
the
that
worst of
sucks.
all worlds. I love it. I love that kit. Sounds like it's gonna be so weird to optimize. And you already know the Jinglu stands are out there going like, "Yep, we figured it out, guys. We looked at
Oh,
the
yeah.
leaks. We
People
poured
want
over the
her more than they
numbers.
want Captain.
If you have this build
Blaze.
and you run March and Japard and Bailu
Noise.
and it's work, and then it's like there's someone out there that's already done that probably.
Oh, there's
that's
already
it.
like an ice healer and everything.
Or you just solo mainer. Is anyone solo maining characters in this game yet?
I
I've
mean,
seen-
you can solo with Blade.
I've seen like people saying that Blade, like if you get his light cone, he's like an easy solo mainable character. Like you don't
So you
need.
can't really solo with a lot of things because it needs either survivability or DPS, and each one does not have both. Or that, like Blade does.
True.
Noise.
Like Gepard could survive, but he'll never do any damage to kill anything.
Walt, you could do it because you could, in theory, slow enemies down enough that they won't hit him enough to kill him. But Walt, I don't have a Walt, so I can't test that theory out. But I have a Blade. I could test that theory out if I wasn't free to play. I don't have his light cone. I'm not going for his light cone until a rerun, guys. I want
Yeah.
Kafka really badly. I am a nihility stan in this game.
You really just need Arlen's light cone.
Yeah, I'm using the battle. I'm using not the battle
So
pass
maybe
one because
you'll
I don't
just,
battle pass. I'm using the Herda shop one because I can move that to
Oh,
a.
that one's fine.
It's fine. Obviously, it raises attack, which isn't as useful because like
Yeah,
attack has like
You
what
need HP.
only affects his basic attack a little bit, and HP affects it like by 50% versus 10. But like even then, it's just there. It's a decent stat stick. He has the thing where if he takes damage, he increases his damage, and like I can get S5 of it over time, and then like I can move it on to like hook later, or use it on Destruction MC if I ever use Destruction MC again. Which depends on how good my future preservation characters look. You know.
I mean, the only one so far has been Fu, so that's kind of okay.
Well, I meant like because I don't Japard either, so I don't have Gepard either. So like my only two preservation characters are Fire MC and March, and March is really good with Blade because you don't shield Blade, you shield herself and you put her next to Blade against bosses that do AOE attacks. So Blade also gets hit. And March cleanses debuffs on like Luocha so he doesn't do silly things. And then Luocha cleanses debuffs on everyone else because Luocha does Luocha things.
Man, if only you had Bronya. That's Blade's like best buffer.
Dude, I watched someone I'm doing a test with Bronya to just continue and to test Blade's
put
theoretical
some
damage outputs with her
outputs.
ultimate
It's
and
ridiculous.
Bronya, and I'm just like on multiple turns with my Blade too. I could be me. It's not me. It
I
could
mean,
be me.
eventually it will
In
be.
300 pulls, I bet I'll
Yeah.
have another 600 glitter or whatever it's called to get the Bronya Lycone by then too.
Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll actually get Bronya instead of a.
I would cry because I can't get the Lycone yet. And the Bronya was a guarantee. I'd rather get her Lycone than Bronya first. That's me personally, alright? It's not
I mean,
a...
if you have Dance, it works just as well.
I do have Dance sitting on my Asta. My level 50 Asta. Who still slaps enemies around. Oh, you're weak to
I mean,
fire?
clearly it's not as good, but like it's good enough.
Yeah, it's true. And no, I think it's still pretty good because the advanced force is still gonna help your other party members, you know,
Nice.
and herself. Yeah, she advanced forwards
And if you
herself.
give her the wind set, she'll advance herself more too.
Oh, I didn't read the win set, so okay, that's good to know for the future. Is that her best in slot set?
It's either that or the
Nice.
Musketeer.
Musketeer Hunt. Because I was,
No one's
I was.
tried the new one yet, so.
Oh,
could be
the
that
speed
too.
one. Okay. My parents just gave me red money for their portion of rent. like I'm like, hey, I don't know why they gave it to me here in my streaming room. I'm like, I'm gonna take it back to my my safe later for safekeeping. But okay. Anyway, going back to Jinglu, going back to the fact I'm still sad I don't have a Bronya, and I can't buy the Bronya Lycone, but I really enjoyed Blade. I think Jinglu, after hearing that she kills off your entire party member and being very goofy, I think she's probably bottom of B tier for me at right now. You know?
I don't be really.
Yeah, because like design wise, like
Feels like S design wise.
I would say design wise she's like a solid high A, but like she didn't impress like she definitely gets more hype from people than she will get from me.
I also
Especially
think
without
she's
her
voiced by
blindfold.
2B.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, I thought
No,
so.
she's always like Amelie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's always like Amelie. And Amelie sounds good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie about that. Actually, you know what? Maybe A tier is right up her alley. Actually,
Yeah, A tier.
I'm like, yeah, she's always like Amelie too. I like her voice acting.
Does that mean you're gonna put Kafka in S?
Well, we're gonna get to her in a
reworked
moment.
multiple
Anyway,
times.
so the question is, do you think she's better or worse than Asta?
I mean,
Astas are quintessential A
better or
tier.
worse than Asta?
Like, is she better or worse than Imbiber Lune even?
I don't know. Imbiber Lune does like one hit, and then that's also solid level damage. So
Probably put underneath them.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, just for now.
Once we see you more in action, maybe you'll go higher. Just like how Clara would go higher if she had shoes on.
Yeah, right.
All right,
Gotta get
Kafka's
that
S
side
tier,
mission.
right? Like,
Yeah, she's us tier.
do we want to discuss it, or do we want to just put her on top of the tier list because she dominates other people? Because it's
you could
funny.
just literally put another tier in Kafka, and you can put it there.
Nah. I already adjusted tiers the way I want. Kafka's on
Yeah.
top. She is a top. She acts like a top. She dominates other people. I don't see anything wrong with putting her at the top of S tier. She'll
Yeah,
tell
well,
Blade to
that's
step
Georgie,
down to second place if she has to, and he'll listen.
Yeah,
Right.
and she's been reworked so many times, no one knows what she does anymore.
Also,
Really?
according to
Yeah, 'cause
the
just keep
1.2
reworking it,
live
they don't know how
stream,
to use it.
according to the 1.2 live stream, she literally goes, "Oh, you have a DOT on you? Let's pop that and have the effect happen now for more damage," which is
think they
great for
changed that.
the entire. No, that's what they announced during the live stream. Obviously, subject to change still, but that's what they announced that how her kit works essentially in the live stream. I was
And
like,
before that,
that
they were
sounds
trying
busted.
to make her a lightning DPS.
Nice.
and the dots were like a beneficial thing to her, and that was kind of it, just for her own lightning dots. Though now they kind of did the whole exploding dots.
Yeah, they're going explodey dots per the live stream announcement. And I'm like, that as a Sampo and Nihility stan, I love that. That
Well, if you
sounds
like Sampo
amazing.
Nihility,
That
I
sounds
love
beautiful.
Luca.
I have the Welt 5-star light code. What
You're
more
gonna
do I
like
need?
Luca then, man. Because Luca's bleed dots.
Yeah, and Lucas bleed dots, and he's coming soon. So I'm just saying, dude, the Hilly's gonna be eating good. I'm gonna have Kafka, Sampo, hopefully Luca, and I have Silver Wolf already. Or realistically, I'm just gonna put Natasha with them. So they have a
Apparently,
healer.
he's on Kafka's banner. So
Yeah,
he
Luca's on
should-
Kafka's banner. In fact, a
Oh,
lot of
boy.
people were disappointed when they saw the banners for Silver Wolf and Lucha because they thought the 4 stars were gonna be flipped, which would have made both banners better.
Hmm.
Except we would have gotten Yukong much earlier, and that's probably why they didn't do that. Which, okay, I guess.
It makes sense that they did it that way because Yukon boosts imaginary
That's why
damage.
people thought it was weird that Chinche is on like the Lucha's banner. They're like, shouldn't she have been with like?
There's only ever
Silverwolf?
one that makes sense, really.
Well, like for like the first one, right? For Zila's, it was Hook,
Nice.
Natasha, Pella. 2 out of 3 makes sense. Hook's still an odd one out.
Yeah.
But Hook does fill a slot that you don't have in your team. In your teams in
Not
general at the
DPS
very
like that.
beginning, which is a fire DPS, right? So it kind of made
That-
sense.
You beat the story, you gotta fire Shielder.
And yeah,
Definitely.
so like you
Yeah,
could have
that
synergy
does
through
make
that way. Then we had Jing Yuan's banner, which had Su Shang, March, and Don Hung, right? Or something like that. No. Su Shang, Ting Yun, March, right?
And Teng Yung would be the one that would enable him there.
Yep. And Su Shang is an outlier, but you basically she's there to replace your destruction MC that's now a fire preservation character. She does a great job if you got more than one copy of her, unlike me who suffered through the entirety of 1.1. And she still did quite a bit of damage with really bad relics on her. Yeah, Tingyun's great, and March just actually does really help a lot of teams. Just people don't like using her for some reason. I don't understand that. Like, cause I watched a video like today, and they're like, "Oh yeah, March is getting more and more like support. Like people are using her more." I'm like, what do you mean? March is amazing. I've been using her since like the beginning.
She's literally made to destroy the gorilla enemy.
Yup. The gorilla can punch through a March shield, and you just counterattack it over and over again. You could shield every turn and be a complete degenerate. Attack with the rest of your party. Shield with March, solo gorilla.
I mean, it's good that they're making it so they're designing enemies based on what you actually could have, not what you can have.
Yeah,
Right.
which I appreciate. I appreciate that.
So do I.
Also, like,
so
you
they're not
know,
gonna put stuff that needs Cele's constant turns or anything like that.
I don't know. Tales of the Fantastic Event said that for like the one where if you kill the Trotter, you gain skill points back. That one said if you have Zila, it's like, oh, okay, I killed you with Zila. Cool. More attacks and more skill points you use, you say.
That's just because she's stupid broken.
She is. She's great. All
I
right.
assume if you're from Honkai Impact, you're gonna be stupid broken, which has been true so far.
Luocha, Sushang, Silverwolf / Bronya. Himiko. Himiko's not stupid broken. Wait, no, she is.
She wasn't stupid broken in the other game either. I don't think they like her.
Rise. Anyway, let's talk about Luca. I'm sad now. Let's talk about Luca. I think Luca is gonna be cool.
I
He-
don't know Luca.
Luca's mandatory if you want to use Kafka.
You think he's gonna be mandatory? Oh, actually, yeah, because So
Yeah, whole thing's gonna be dots.
so
you
Shadow,
kinda
from
need
the 1.2 live stream they did, right?
Yeah.
Like at the end of 1.1, they revealed that Luca applies physical DOT, bleed, to enemies.
Oh.
Without
Okay.
breaking their weaknesses. You know how like you break their weakness, you get the
Yeah.
bleed the bleed DOT that does damage based off the enemy's HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he applies that to them.
That's fucked up.
That is very fucked up. And you're saving for Kafka right now, so
Yeah.
that's why you get Sample and Kafka and Luca. You literally already have the Nihility team built.
So many
Very
people
true.
on forums I go to hate the fact that you have to use both those for Kafka.
Why?
They don't like those characters.
What? Sample's so cool. He's so fun.
I have to agree with Azure. He's kind of annoying.
But I like him. He's like the scumbag Steve of my heart. I like Sample. I've been using Sample since 1.0. He's great. He literally solos. He could almost solo the Kafka boss fight by himself in World 5.
Yeah.
He's cool, guys. It's cool. Also, Kafka is weak to wind. That's why. That also helps.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think Luca's gonna be a goofball, but he's gonna be a fun goofball. You know, it's just gonna be the one thing I'm worried about is the skill point efficiency of the team. Because Sample likes using his skill points if he can help it.
Yeah,
I'm assuming Kafka's gonna be using her skill points if she can help it. I'm assuming Luca's gonna also be using his skill points if he can help it. And so if I don't have if my healer with him is Natasha, good. Natasha never heals unless she has to remove a debuff. Because she full party heals normally. That's fine. I could work with that.
What do you see Lynx? She just like blows Natasha out of the water.
That's, you know what? Like, and I said this about Bailu too, which is a part of the reason why she got bottom of C tier. But like, as more and more abundance characters come out, characters that do things like Luocha does are going to become more important in the game. So if Lynx is as good as people are saying she's going to be, I don't know what her
Lynx
kit's
does
going to...
what Luocha does.
Yeah, I don't know what her kit is going to be looks like at all, and I don't want to know. I want to... I'll see.
Alright,
I'll see the 1.3 live stream when they reveal it, right? Like at the end of 1.2, and I'll probably be blown away. But from closed beta testing, they're saying that essentially it looks like the kit that they're going to roll out for Lynx is going to be really, really good for an abundance character. Which,
Yeah, that's why Mono Quantum might be very good.
yeah, which is why you're saying Mono Quantum itself is going to be good, because Godzilla, you got Silverwolf, you got Lady Fu coming as a 5-star, and then you have Lynx coming as a 4-star abundance for Quantum.
Oh, and then you have someone I'm not gonna mention because
And apparently there's be other characters that even help with that team even more.
But there will be a.
What do you call them, Azure?
Quantum-
Quantum Bronya? You said it will be coming
Quantum
eventually.
Bronya. There'll be a Quantum Bronya eventually.
Which,
Oh boy.
so Shadow, you might have screwed yourself up by not getting a Luocha, but you might not have if you get.
Well, I was
Lynx.
trying to get him, but you know.
But no, I'm saying
It
because
makes
you got
feel better,
Silverwolf.
Shadow, I don't have it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alright.
You guys both have Silverwolf, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I think everyone.
What's
here
wrong
has
with you
Silverwolf.
guys? Says me too, who also has Silverwolf. But I got her in my first 10 bolt. I
Yeah, it
have
took
I
me
have
forever.
all the reason why I can gloat
Silverwolf
and
has
brag.
enabled my fucking Stella to do everything.
Yo, Silverwolf has enabled so many of my teams to do so much stuff too.
Nice.
She's insane. Oh, we'll get to her later. I'm gonna say
People go,
Luca.
I'm like, oh, you need a buffer instead of Silverwolf. I disagree. Silverwolf does plenty.
Silverwolf
Yeah, she
debuffs
does.
enough that I don't need a buffer. If I want a
Minus
buffer, I'll
20%
use Yukong
defense is
too, because
easy enough to
Yukong's
kill
pretty
everything.
dang good. But anyway, I'm gonna say Luca is like bottom of B tier then for now. Because like until I get to physically like play with all the characters in my hand, and then make Team Nihility with Pella built hopefully by that point, because then I won't have to worry about her skill points, because Pella becomes super efficient as a ultimate defense debuffer instead in terms of skill points. Or realistically, it's probably just gonna be with Natasha or Luocha because I'm gonna just need a healer on that team anyway. Either way, like I look forward to using it, but like I want to see Luca in action before I could give him a higher rating than a B. You know, like his kit looks
Right.
cool, but like I want to see like once I have all of them on the field, I want to see like how they play if they play nicely. You know.
Nice.
Because if it comes down to, oh, you have to cut somebody because of skill point efficiency, I'm like, I'm going to choose Sampo. My Sampo's E1. Or I think he's E1. So he has like the 5 hit.
I mean, you never know. You might get like a E2 or something. Luca. But he did run.
Yeah, well, I don't know what his Eidolon's to you because I didn't pay attention to that either. Oh, no, my Sampo's E0. Okay. If I get a... All right, realistically, I want an E1 Sampo. Off the Kafka banner too.
I mean,
While we're at it.
Sampo's on that banner too, I believe.
He is. Yeah. It's Luca, Sampo.
And you're also going in without any pity, I believe. So.
Yeah, my pity is at 0. We're not gonna talk about that.
Do you have?
Hey, speaking of people who used up all my pity, Luocha.
Yeah,
I mean,
used up.
according to everybody, Luocha is the best character in the game right now, besides Sele.
Oh, well, okay. So here's the reason why people say that. I mean, he's actually better than Zila because of this one reason. You know what it is? Your relics could be absolute garbage. You still heal your party to full.
Yeah. You need really good on her.
Like literally, you just level him up high enough, and you just get his big trace notes. He levels up your party. He heals your party to full. He's super easy to build.
When did you let the dogs out? Okay.
So like, that's why people are saying Luocha is the best character in the game. Because it's not that he's the best character in the game like per se. It's just that he heals for free, essentially. Like, his ultimate's so low in energy, like compared to how good it is. Considering the fact once every 2 turns, aka every rotation of his healing field being up, he gets a free heal off. He's pretty good, yeah. Coolness, he loses points because his Japanese VA, I think. I don't know what the voice direction was for his Japanese VA, but his JP VA, like, it's not as good as I wanted it to be. Which will forever hold me back from listening to some of my favorite voice actors. Because I'm like, I really enjoy the English voice acting a ton in this game. Which I guess is a good thing. Like, on the flip side, it's rare for me to go, wow, I'm not going to listen to Kana Asami voice Bronyo again. Twice over. When I borrow Azure's Bronyo and I have Silver Wolf. That's the only way I can listen to both of them at the same time. It's like, no, I'm just keeping it in English. So, like, in that regard, pretty good voice acting in English. And not as good, surprisingly not as, it's like, it feels slightly off in Japanese. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. I honestly don't know. Like, I feel like the voice direction was not all the way there for his JP voice acting. I'm not sure what happened there. I know it's like, that's not about his playability or his function. It's about like his character design. Yes, it is. Literally, this is things that we get excited about. I was excited that he was a healer, abundance character, probably the best abundance character in the game so far. Which isn't a long list. He's the best of 3, guys. There's only 3 healers in the game, and he's better than the 4-star one and the other 5-star one as a limited 5-star abundance character. Also, if you didn't get his light cone, he only has like 2 other light cones you can use, and like one's the 4-star with his face on it, and one's a 3-star, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Because his healing scales off of attack. Guess what all the abundance light cones say they do that aren't Luocha's? Max HP.
Yeah.
Except the outgoing healing ones, which is okay. And perfect timing gives effect resistance, which is okay.
So, I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement that he should be S.
Yeah.
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 Nice.
I'll put bottom of S though.
Yeah.
He's cool, and I like it. I like Loach even more now because he like enables my blade to be more blade. But like I like using blade. Blade's super cool. All right, here's the third Landau sibling coming in before the eldest sister, Serval, which we'll get to, because there's an Alpagore Lynx.
I know nothing about him.
Her.
Her.
So that's the youngest sister. Yeah.
Right.
I know that image is from like her picture where she's camping out in the wilderness because apparently that's what she likes doing. She likes doing research at like the snowfields and stuff. She's a eccentric youngest sibling of the Landaus. And apparently she is a quantum abundance character from her character art. Because they showed the 4-star and they showed that she's quantum abundance on her thing, on her image on Twitter. So we know that. And of course, Azure said that she's going to be as good of a healer as Luocha.
That's good.
From what the rumors are saying. So that's cool too. Also, she will eventually enable mono quantum. So for you Zila and Silverwolf havers,
Nice.
Lynx. With that said, like she's the youngest sibling. She has Pella syndrome where she looks like she's 5, but she's apparently like 20, because obviously because the Landau siblings are all like near each other in age.
Oh.
Yeah, so like Serval's like almost 30 or just in her 30s. Gepard's like in the mid 20s to the mid to upper 20s. And then she's the youngest by like I think about like 8 to 12 years. So she's like 20 or something like that. So like what's up with that?
Nice.
But at the same time, we don't judge short kings here.
Nope.
Or short queens. We judge Bailu, but that's for other reasons. Sorry, Bailu. Your character's okay. Your companion mission was actually like it made me like you as a character more. You're still at the bottom C tier. You're gonna stay there. I don't know where to put Lynx, so I'm gonna ask Azure randomly. A?
Yeah, I'll say A.
All right. Now, above or below Asta?
I would say above Asta.
All right.
She's a healer.
Above or below Himiko?
I would say by Bronya.
Oh, by Bronya. Above or below Bronya? Now, to answer this one carefully.
Below Bronya.
Okay, good.
The extra turns too.
Woo! Bronya faces give you another day to live.
Honestly, I'd put Bronya in S because of how she enables that.
Oh yeah, we have her A strictly because neither me nor Shadow to have her.
Yeah, right.
That might be a jealousy vote there, but you know what? That's why she ate top of A and not S tier.
She's honestly probably the only standard unit you'd want right now.
I really want Welt, but that's favoritism, not. But I want Bronya more. Bronya's the one I'm gonna get for my guaranteed regardless. She's the number 1, and then after that it's Welt or Clara, and then after that I really don't care, unless it's Chapar, in which case I did want him more than the ones I already have. And I don't want Bailu. Sorry, Bailu. Because like I have a tier system where like the character I want is dependent on if I got a character that could kind of replace them in terms of use. The reason why Clara is like not a higher priority is because I have Sushang E1 finally. Thank you. Happy about that.
Fire's gonna get a Dom chick that has a Warp Trotter pet.
All right, we need a S tier category for characters I don't even know what they look like. Dom chick with a Warp Trotter pet? That sounds cool. I like that. Like a Queen Med
I think
situation.
she uses a whip as a weapon too.
Ooh, I
Oh.
mean, what?
She's on. I think I can actually find the star. Maybe I star code myself.
It's okay. It's
Or
okay.
what?
It's okay. No, don't spoil me. Don't spoil me. I look forward to this one. I'm just saying. Anyway, we got a lot of age here, but I think this makes sense because it's about our excitement towards the character, and
Oh, yeah.
obviously, you know, we're hype. We're hype here. You can tell by the energy in our voices.
Yes.
We talk like we have a lot of hype.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Anyway, next one is speaking of hype. Here comes the hype beast herself, March 7th. I regret introducing her that way. I feel bad about that one, March. I'm sorry. Now, I disagree with the general consensus of people calling her Paimon 2.0, or she's as annoying as Paimon.
No, I wouldn't say Paimon annoying. More or less than that.
I would also disagree with the fact that people call her annoying. I think
She's a little bit.
March is the type of girl who puts 120% into her every day because she doesn't remember her yesterdays. Literally, as in her
Sure.
backstory.
That's
She
very
doesn't
true.
remember life before being thawed from an ice cube, essentially. That gave her ice powers.
Which is really weird, but yeah.
That literally sounds like it's something from a shonen manga. Of course, the ice chick has ice powers. She was thawed from an ice cube and doesn't remember anything because the last she remembered was being in an ice cube. Yeah, that makes sense.
And she uses the bow.
Yeah, she uses a bow. Now and like, you know, people were like, oh, she's gonna be like Amber. Amber's really good if you're
Amber's
higher
not too bad.
if you're high investment in Amber for Genshin Impact. March doesn't need high investment.
That's true as well.
I'm just putting it out there. She doesn't need the high investment.
Noise.
Like, her shields are just that tanky. She has enough defense nodes. You don't have to go full on defense. You put speed boots on her. It's fine. She does whatever she wants. Doesn't hit the hardest, but she'll break some enemy shields if they're weak to ice. So I like March personally. I don't think she's annoying at all. When she does dumb things, it actually just makes me laugh. I'm like, oh, typical March 7th moment. Her name is stupid, which I can't disagree with. I wish they just like instead just called her March or something.
Yeah, that would have made.
But they called her.
sense.
But at the same time, it's a very Himiko thing to go, let's call her March 7th because that's the way we found her, guys. And everyone's like, you know what, Himiko? None of us really have any creativity, so fine.
Okay, anime. I looked into that chick for the last one. She is a fire nility.
Oh, this is going to be a Nihility character?
Yeah.
Just raising the ranks. They don't even know who you are. Anyway, March 7th. I'm going to say she's solid B tier.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, other than, you know, she's annoying a little bit, but I can still deal with that. Like,
I would say
got a good backstory, you know.
and like she plays off of Don Hung and like the main character,
does.
the Trailblazer, very well. So I would actually even put her like right in the middle of that B tier
That sounds perfect to me.
between Herda and Kalis.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk Natasha.
Oh, Natasha. My
So
very first healer.
if you agree that your nurses should come with grenade launchers, she's a S tier. I don't think that's how white mages work, but you know, when I played FF14 and like, you know, at like level 53 or whatever I am, I just spam holy when I'm not healing. So maybe I am a Natasha at heart. Maybe
She's
all white
also
mages.
from Honkai Impact 3rd.
Wait, Natasha's from Honkai back 3rd?
Raven.
Oh. Oh.
Natasha.
Oh. She just went up like 2 steps in my book. I didn't even realize she's so. She does not give me Raven vibes at all. Wait, what? Oh no, my mind is melted. Anyway,
Oh, I missed something. Raven from what?
Honkai back third.
Oh, I never played that one, so.
I have. That's why. That's why. You know. All right, I can't even subjectively rate her now. Now you got a little favoritism in my head going on.
Right, I'll be back. You guys just put whatever.
All right, Shao, this is gonna be all you. You get full
What?
control where Natasha goes on this tier list.
Me?
Yeah, you can put
Why
her at the
me?
bottom of left. You can put her at the top of best. I'm not gonna stop.
Oh.
Just give me your reason why.
So she's my only healer?
Okay, that's good. Makes her pretty good, right?
Yeah. Her special ability heals the whole entire party.
Her ultimate, yeah.
Yeah.
She has a
she's not
trace that once per battle heals her from the red.
Yeah, that too. Also, her grenade launcher is very cool to see.
Also, she she cleanses debuff.
Yeah.
The heals.
Plus, she is a nurse. Or
She is a
doctor.
nurse.
Doctor, I should say.
Also, at
She's a
E6, she
doctor.
essentially doubles her damage.
Does she? No.
Yeah,
What
so
do I
it-
have her on?
She goes between 400 or 500 damage to double that to another 400 or 500 damage because
Damn.
you get another like extra hit of damage equal to like 40% of her health or something like that. It's like insane.
Yeah, it's 40%.
Yeah, it literally it's it's not DPS levels,
No, I
but
I
still.
got her on E4 though. That sucks though for me.
No, you have the best nodes already. E6 is not necessary. You don't need to be doing
True.
1,000 points of health per hit versus 400. 400 is fine.
Yeah,
With that said,
probably. I would say A tier.
where would you like her? I'm not going to ask the standard question. Where would you like her in A tier?
Right behind Bronya.
All right, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, this decision was made, and we all
It was
stand
right.
behind it whether we
Who
want
knows?
to or not. Hella!
Hella. Oh boy, I have her too.
I have Hella at E6.
Just-
All right, I'm back. Are we still on Natasha?
No.
Nope.
Natasha got placed into the tier list by Shadow.
Yep. Yep.
So we're up to Pella now. So I think
Yeah.
Pella should be higher in the rankings because she has glasses.
Okay.
That's the only reason. I mean, also I like the fact that her ultimate is.
Yeah, I agree with the Natasha placement. That's everyone's healer.
Everyone's healer. No. Anyway,
Alright, so
Pella is really good. If you don't have a Luocha, who else are you gonna cleanse enemy buffs with?
good
And
point.
she's super energy efficient that like literally you don't have to use her skill ever.
Doesn't Silverwolf cleanse buffs?
No. She just
No.
debuffs enemies to all high hell, and it's funny.
Yep, it is funny.
She applies a weakness debuff. Ultimate applies a single target defense debuff. And every time she
Okay,
hits
that
with her
explains.
any of her attacks, she has a small chance of applying either attack down, defense down, or speed down debuff. That
Yeah, that
rotates
explains
if they
why
have all
I
three
couldn't get
already.
rid of revive from those guys.
Yeah, Pellerin was revived from those guys, yeah. Zila says, I'm going to just hit you twice as fast as possible, and you're not going to get a second turn anyway. But that's different. That's not cleansing debuffs. That's just
I
being
mean, that's
Zila.
if you hit them with an ult and then be able to hit them with the skill.
Yeah, you ult first, you skill after, you kill them, you skill the other one to break them.
It is still irritating.
Anyway,
Like,
so
you're used to, like, everything
Pella.
dying.
I would rank her favorably because of her glasses. She is a short queen,
That's it.
and she knows it because she gets annoyed by the
She
fact
was
she's a
good in
short queen.
the museum quest.
Yeah. She's like as tall as Clara. She is tiny.
She is in fact tiny.
She is really tiny. Some people mistakenly thought Pella was a child. It's like, no, she's like a lieutenant.
Yeah, she is. I think.
She has an actual military position. She's probably older than Japard.
She's a little bit taller than Clara.
A little bit taller than Clara. Which, you can't help your height.
I only know that because I have both.
I know this because I played through the museum event.
They tell you heights. Oh yeah, they do tell you heights and stuff.
Yeah. Either way, though, Pella, I say she's very useful as a character. Like, I'm not using her that much now.
Oh man, we're coming to like huge favoritism from you.
I haven't used her.
Dude, yeah,
I'm
Pella.
saying the next character. I'm saying the next character.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna get to her. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
Chingche is coming. So where do you guys think Pella should be ranked?
Probably in B.
I think B's fair.
Yeah, I would say B.
I'd say B's fair. So do you think she's better or worse than Herta? Or Japard?
Because she can debuff.
Better or
Not
worse
better
than
than Japard because he can keep you alive.
Yeah, literally
As I
Japard.
showed you during that boss fight.
Dude, as
Everybody did.
I've used like support Japards, and yeah, you should try it out. Use a support Japard.
I don't have him.
No, like on like the support list, like when you go into one of the things that
Oh.
let you use it.
That
You just-
Japard better
Oh,
be
yeah,
so
yeah,
fair
yeah.
in regeneration or you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, as long as they have like decent energy regen.
Yeah,
That
energy
Japard's
regen
just,
and
that Japard just ultimates, and then you just go, okay, so what's damage? He's like almost as good as Zhongli.
Oh, okay.
That's how good his
speed.
shields
He has
are.
been compared a lot to Zhongli.
It does a lot less damage than Zhongli though, because Geo needed that. Geo needed that boost, right, guys? What the heck was wrong with Genshin's fanbase at the time? I mean, I appreciate Zhongli doing sometimes 100,000 in damage because it's like the enemy has a Geo weakness today. Thanks for the extra 20%, so I can hit 6 figures with Zhongli's ult. Okay.
Isn't Dendo like the strongest thing now?
Dendro?
Dendro, yeah.
Oh, Bloom is considered a strong meta team. But there's a lot of strong meta teams now. The reason why like some go up and some go down is because some people get bored of like older teams even though they're just as good. Here's a random aside, Genshin Impact players. Do you know Diluc is as good as day one, Diluc? It's just people stopped using him. It's
Is
like
that good or bad?
no, Diluc was considered an S tier DPS. He technically still is an S tier DPS. He's not the easiest to use S tier DPS. He still outputs damage better than every pyro character that isn't named like Hu Tao Yoimiya.
I'd say that's kind of because power creep does exist, but players enforce it more than the game does.
Yeah, players are more pyro creep. And to be fair, my Hu Tao is C3, so she actually does fine. And she's level 90 versus my Diluc that's level 7. So obviously my
Yeah,
Hu
I
Tao is
wanna
gonna
say
outdamage my Diluc, even though my Diluc
It's like less
C6.
power creep and more they just don't want to use old toys anymore.
To be fair, I didn't want to use Diluc because at the beginning until I got his Edgelord skin, I was like, I paid $35 for this skin. He's still level 7, but like I want to build him one day now.
It's like nothing compared to how much you pay.
Also,
for that
it's from the Crimson Witch set that you need, and that's farming that artifact set is so annoying. Dude, the reason I got like the one crit rate hat I got from that artifact domain is I spent 1,000 resin.
You were literally reminding me why I stopped playing Genshin.
I mean, I would say the same thing's probably gonna happen in Honkai Star Rail eventually.
I mean, it's a turn-based game. I can set it down and let it do its own thing.
True, you can let it farm by itself. That's the good part. Genshin, you have to farm it.
Mhm.
Anyway, with that said, I think that's a fair place for Pella. Let's talk about Qingque. So I believe that gacha mechanics are fun and fair and balanced, and Qingque is an S tier character. Also, I play Mahjong too.
She was really broken in that event where you got to use her without any like downsides.
Oh, you want to hear something funny? One of my viewers, I added them on my friends list because they built Qingque, so they have a level 80 Qingque, And yeah, she 2 rounds the dragon, the weekly boss.
Oh yeah.
She's 2 rounds. She can 2 round each stage.
She has like really high DPS if you get lucky.
Yeah, and she's an erudition, and she's erudition the best relic set for a DPS, which is the quantum one. Because that quantum set was and is OP. Because that
Quantum
4-piece
is,
set
like,
is
one
so
of the
stupid.
Types because of the break.
Huh?
Quantum's one of the best types because of what the break does.
Also, yeah, and also the set gives an automatic 20% quantum resistance down to enemies. Why?
Don't know.
Why? Why does quantum get free? Oh yeah, we do 20% more damage. Well, you guys take 20% more damage from us. That seems unfair, quantum. Just saying, that's a very good 4-piece set.
I mean, Quantum has a character that can implant a weakness, so I would say yes, Quantum's very unfair.
Yeah, it's gonna become even more fair as time passes with Silverwolf. That's the
Oh,
beauty
yeah.
about Silverwolf. That's why, Shadow, I told you to skip her and wait for the rerun.
Yeah.
Because I knew that, like, by rerun, you'd be like, oh, you have to pull her now. And I would have preferred you have your second healer now by this point. But it's okay.
Eh, it is what it is.
You got Silverwolf, and you're gonna get Kafka and Sampo and Luca, and then you're gonna be like, "Wow, Nihility is the greatest path of all time." I'd be like, "I told you."
As long
No, I
as he
told
didn't
you
keep
that.
Equilibrium
What are you talking
5,
about?
What do you mean? Do you remember when I started using Sampo?
Remember when I said in the universe, the simulated universe, to use that?
Oh yeah, to use the
Last thing?
Nihility path, because I wasn't
Yeah.
even using Nihility. I was just using Sampo for Nihility. I was like, "Wow, he's good." And then you use the Nihility path. I was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean by
There's
that?"
nothing but
And I used the Nihility path. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, it's freaking
Oh.
insane.
I
Yeah.
never
that-
saw it.
Anyway, Chingche. Since obviously you're only gonna get favoritism from me, like objectively, this doesn't have to be an objective tier list, but subjectively, it's probably gonna be unfair if it's left up to me. Because she's gonna be above Bronya, and I'm gonna piss off too many people. So you guys have to stop me.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
No, you guys have
Do it,
no,
do it.
no. You have
Do
to put her somewhere else. Can't put her at the bottom of S tier or top of A tier. You can't. You have to put Chingche in a more fair place. Even I can't subject.
Probably number 2 in A.
I don't know. If you have like really good luck, you have higher than Sally damage.
Yeah.
Especially if
She
she's
is
sick.
very frustrating when you don't get her autarky from her E4. Oh wait, so if you have her E4, her fourth Eidolon, she has a chance when she rerolls for the tile with her skill to get an autarky stack, which she does double basic attack or enhanced basic
don't
attack if you get the 4
I
of a
don't
kind.
have her E4.
I don't either. Like I said, I used a viewers one, and there's, dude, I re-rolled 3-4 times. Sometimes I don't get that auto-tricky stat. I'm like, I'm not 2-rounding this stupid dragon fight. It's annoying. I get sad.
Yeah, they probably retreat and come back.
That's what I did. Yeah, I retreat, come back. I'm trying to min max it. I want to hit that like. I want to hit like some damage thresholds, but I'm working on it. How's it going, Soulful Self? Chinche is on the lowest of keys, just a low tier queen. So the E6 spell is just too savage. I have one at E4, delicious. Hell yeah.
Oh man, you're also biased for the next character.
What do you mean? I'm biased for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, you're kind of right.
7,
Well, actually, are you
8.
biased about main character?
Not main character. I skipped I skipped right over her for Susha, Tingyun, Walt. Sorry, Stell. We'll get to you in a moment. But
Nice.
but I think Chingche is good. I think Chingche is the most frustrating character to use. And because of that, I love her. It literally feels like you're playing a gacha game. Am I gonna get my 50-50? Oh, no autarky stacks. Oh, she missed crit. I'm gonna restart this fight. Let's go. Oh, she got entanglement turn 1, mother. That's what it feels like. It's so fun.
Oh boy.
I would would say a below Natasha for high roll gambling.
Probably, yeah.
Where you guys want her?
Below Natasha.
Below Natasha
So-
A?
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down. Yo, Mr. Sampo. Sampo
I've
Koski.
never used him.
He is.
Neither have I. I've done the trials. He's not my favorite.
He is so fun.
This is all you anime. You go ahead.
He
and do
is
what you
so fun. He literally, he's the reason why I'm like, why do I have Don Hung on my account? I'm like, why would I want a hunt character that only really explodes with Eidolons plus dealing damage against enemies at 50% or less HP when I could have a character who goes, I break your shield right now. Because 5 hits are 5 hits. Nihili promotes long-term fights, especially? Yes, it does. But Sampo says, I can turn that to a, if it's 1-on-1v1 against the enemy weak to wind. Especially with a stacked tanky team. Oh, you betcha. You could bring March, Sampo, Natasha. Okay,
And
if
he's not going to be that slow much longer because Calf can blow up. That
actually, realistically, if you have Gepard, you just use you could use Gepard, Sampo, and then you could just bring whoever you want for the other 2 slots. Doesn't matter. Bring Natasha to clear a debuff, even.
Then why do you have Gepard at B?
I don't have Gepard. I don't have him. I don't have Gepard.
I said Gepard at B.
Yeah, I don't have him though. So like, I can't experience that
God.
yet. I have tried it out against a boss. It's funny. You did sample the
Literally
one you got
only
Blade?
reason
No,
I'm
soulful self. You gotta use. Well, okay, that's fair. Because if you also pull for Kafka, then you're gonna use sample in a different team anyway. That's fine. Ditch sample for now. Put him in the Kafka team when she's out. That's okay.
Yeah, I was talking to Code, and
I
I'm like, if you just pull the Stellaron Hunters, what kind of team are you even making?
So Team Celeron is Kafka, Blade, Silver Wolf,
None of that works together as a team.
Trailblazer. No. Silver Wolf actually works very well. Because Silver Wolf like can inflict the correct weaknesses for the rest of your team to slot in.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about Blade and Kafka.
So once you break enemy, because Blade sometimes goes crazy and just breaks enemy shields, that's how you get your DOT stacks with Blade. It's not ideal, but it's doable. I would say it is very
I have
unoptimal
a
though.
feeling you're gonna try this team and not be.
I am 100% could be running Blade, Kafka, Luocha, Silver Wolf day 1. 100%. I know it's not gonna be ideal.
I mean,
I know
that
people would be
has
like, build your
everything to do
Luca,
with your
please.
possibility.
I'd be like, no, I want to try it out, guys.
If you lose the 50-50, what then?
I mean, depends on who I lose the 50-50 to. If I lost the 50-50 to Bronya, I cry I don't have the Bronya light cone, and then I proceed to build a Bronya for my blade.
What would actually piss you off to get
Bailu.
Really?
Bailu or E2 Yanqing.
Okay, that would actually piss me off.
Like I will build Yanqing. Don't give me more Eidolons for him, though. I will build it. I was just going to build him at E0. Don't give me more Eidolons of him. Give me a light cone. I know you can't get a light cone on the event character banner, so I know
You
that's...
need Gepard for Yangqing, or you cannot use him that well.
Yeah, I mean, also true.
It's mainly because of Gepard's freeze.
And also, like, the fact that, like, it's hard for Yanqing to not get hit.
But to do that, you do also need a Gepard at E1, so he has a 100% chance to freeze.
I mean, yeah, if you don't want to build a suboptimal Gepard with effect hit rate. I actually built my March with effect hit rate body. She freezes like half the time in like higher level stuff. It's actually semi-reliable.
Nice.
Like to the point where I can complain when she doesn't freeze an enemy with her ult. It's actually nice. I don't know if anyone else built March like that, but I'm like, March's shield's tanky enough that you don't need to build her defense fully. So that's why I went with effect hit rate body. on the defense set. In fact, like, I might switch her because if I'm using her with Blade, I don't need the attack bonus or the max HP from the Zensho planar set. I might switch her to effect hit rate or energy recharge for like that one little bit extra energy recharge, get her ultimate like a turn or two faster. And then I just still go double defense anyway. For example, I personally like using a lot. I will say he is very skill point hungry if you don't know how to use him correctly. And even if you do know how to use him correctly, he just becomes very high skill point management. His best action is always going to be to use his E as Y, which is not synergistic with essentially any other characters you want to be DPS. You want to use as a DPS, which is why I worry for his future. But people are saying he's gonna be really good in Kafka's team, so we'll see how that goes, right?
Noise.
Because like it could just be a situation where you're choosing between Wind Shear or Bleed. Maybe that will be. So you're either choosing Sampo or Luca. In that case, I already have a Sampo. I hope I get his E1 and E2. On my way to hopefully also getting a Kafka. All in all, Sampo is fun. His ultimate kills your frames and you like that kind of energy, soulful self? Hell yes. Also, yeah, Sampo's ultimate's really good. Because it increases DOT damage. As in the damage your DOTs do to the enemy. Which is also a very good debuff. And unique, as far as I know for now. So with that, all that said, I would want to put Sampo like right next to Luca. Like probably above him for now, until we see Luca in action. You know? To be very fair to Sampo. I think this is like very fair placement. Personally, I use him like he's over here next to Asta. Like right here.
I thought Sampo was gonna be S-rank.
But no. I think that's fair, like right next to Luca. Because I want to see Sampo in the meta once Kafka and Luca are both out. And then I want see if people get hyped for it. And their faces when they have to use Sampo and they don't want to will be priceless to me. I'm just saying. Anyway, next is Zila. And I guess we should just put her in S tier and just call it a day, guys.
I agree.
Azure.
Best character in the game.
Best character in the game? Hard
One of
to
them,
build,
yeah.
though.
Very true.
My Zila sucks. Her relics do, at least.
Same here.
Her traces are, like, all where they have to be. But my relics are dog water. And because of that, my Zila, her maximum damage output's only, like, 70k. On an ultimate with, like, crits and buffs.
Time was using 4-star relics on that had good stats. Now I'm using, like, actual relics.
Yeah. Like, I have to improve her planar set pieces that I have on her. I actually might just move to inert Salsodo. I know, at this rate. Because, like, I'm just... No offense to World 3. I get bad luck in World 3 planar set runs sometimes. I'm like, man. I think Zila, though, deservedly goes in S tier. It's just a matter of where we put her in S tier.
I agree.
I'd say she's harder to build than
Yeah,
Blade
she
and
is.
Luocha, but that doesn't mean she's worse
Well,
than Blade or Luocha.
I really can't say that, but yeah. Well, yeah, I think she is hard to build, though.
Zila
It's
set
like
the
a skill.
standard for 5-star
Couldn't
hunt
use that
characters. Yeah, it's just seriously, Zila makes Yanqing look like... Zila makes Yanqing look like a C tier character. That's why she has to be S tier.
Have you seen Fridowin's tier list?
Huh?
That's what they did.
Say it. So where do we want Zila, guys? Do we want her
Noise.
I would say after Blade.
like right there?
Yeah, I would say those two are the top DPS in the game.
That's fair. Kafka's the queen on top. She can
Like
still...
all you need is a team with Blade and a team with Sele, and you're set
Mm-hmm.
for now at least.
Coming soon. No, actually not yet. Not yet. I'm not, the only reason is because like I get confused by Yukong. Now, anyway, Serval. I think you might have a few choice words on this one.
Maybe.
I did say that I don't use Shadow Serval on stream because it literally out damages my Jingyuan.
That's sad.
My Jingyuan's relics are very sad, yes.
I don't have him, so.
And guess what? As long as your Serval out damages mine, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Because the more Eidolons you get for her, the less the more damage she's gonna do for versus my Jingyuan.
Also, I need better relics for her too, so.
Yeah, I do it for my
Yes, you
Jingyuan too, and
guys-
you're still out damaged by Jingyuan. The problem is she's more consistent. Because unlike relying on Lightning Lord to do unlike me who has to rely on Lightning Lord for like a bulk of my damage, which is
Yeah, you
gonna be
wait.
slower than your Serval
Mhm.
all the time. Your Serval just goes, I do all the damage.
She
Why would-
does.
It's like I don't need no Lightning Lord. I am the Lightning Lord.
Man, you say it like that, it's sad.
It's just true. And on top of that, I run Birth of Self on Jingyuan, which only increases follow-up damage. Because I have an S5.
I honestly think Genuine's like the worst limited 5-star so far.
That is actually true as of right now. No, I don't. To be fair, the reason I got him is because I want a Sushang though. Like I didn't pull for Jingyuan because I wanted Jingyuan. I pulled on the banner because I wanted a Sushang.
Anime.
What's up?
You're getting her for free on 1.3.
I'm so happy. I'm gonna have an E3 Sushang finally.
I'll have an E4.
Dude, I don't care, man. Give me more Sushangs. I'm happy. Every free Sushang is another Sushang is another Sushang. Eidolon. I survived through all of the latter half of 1.0 after grinding every puzzle and side quest I could for Stellar Jades for 4 hours to get that Sushang. Jing is just better Serval, but Serval does more. Like I said, my Shadow's Serval does more damage than my Jingyuan, and that's why.
Ironically, her ult is harder.
And and she applies shock,
Yes, she does.
and she does more damage to enemies that get shock applied to them. So she might also help Kafka too in some team
Jingo
comps.
supplies shock.
Yeah.
Jingo applies shock if you break a shield. Yeah,
Noise.
that's it. He doesn't
Yeah.
apply shock normally.
Huh.
Yeah, so Serval's kit is about shocking the enemy and then dealing even more damage against shocked enemies.
Yep.
Jingon's kit is called Lightning Lord.
Yeah, I think that's why they were trying to make Kafka a better Serval for a bit, and then they're like, okay, we'll go back to the docks thing.
Yeah. Because if they just try to make her better or slightly better Serval, all the people with like E4 Serval would be like, what's this? What's this? No one would be happy with that. With that said, if my Jingyuan was built with his own limited light cone, then I could talk about dealing comparable damage to a 4-star character. Or I just finally put the seriousness of breakfast on him like a smart
Right.
person.
I just gotta kind of hope this banner leak I'm looking at's wrong, and Lynx isn't on Dang's banner.
Oh, is River Link's gonna be on Imbiber Lunays?
I hope not.
I doubt it. You want to know why? They announced Lynx alongside Lady Foos, alongside Foos' banner,
I'm really hoping
and they did
that's
Imbiber
gonna go
Lunays first before that, and then for Luca, they did Blade first, and then they did Kafka and Luca, if I'm not mistaken. And
because I'm like 75 with guaranteed pity, so hopefully I get her in that 15.
And I think when they did Silverwolf way before, and then they did Luocha Yukong like they on Twitter. So I think I'm gonna say it. This is my prediction. I think the first banner is gonna be Imbiber Lune. The second banner is gonna be Fu and Lynx. Because it's the order of where they announced on Twitter. That's my prediction, guys. I don't know if it's right or not. Probably wrong, but whatever. So, Shadow, where would you place Serval?
Probably at the end of us.
You know what? Someone's gonna be pissed about that placement, and I don't care.
I know. Neither do I.
All right.
Are you gonna like upload this as an actual tier list?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna upload this without any context, like on like
Nice.
Twitter after we're done. Yeah. It'd be funny if we get to the end, the only F tier is still Donna.
Probably will be.
Anyway, next is Silverwolf, and I think we all agree that
There
What's-
is someone out there whose only DPS is down.
you know what, and that's fine. Donong's a great at DPS. He does his job very well, especially at E2, right? Whatever it is. But I think everyone has now gotten Don Hung at like E5, except me. I got him
Mine's
like at
not.
E1.
Yeah, he's. Well, let's just double check what mine is.
But anyway, Silverwolf. So favoritism. She has glasses. Obviously, I want to rank her highly.
He's at
They're
three.
not actual glasses, though.
Come on, the hacker lenses are cool.
They are.
She got the meme glasses.
Didn't know you had such a thing for glasses.
You love Don. You love Don. It's just sometimes you wish I had Sushang over him. Soulful. 67 pulls to get one copy of Sushan. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
Or wait till 1.3.
Wait to 1.3. Get your free one. Don't be me. Silverwolf needs to be an S plus tier with an asterisk. Oh, because her rank keeps going up as time passes.
No, she's just gonna be in her own tier that says implant element.
Implant element. You know what?
Actually, she should be in her own tier. Calls hack.
Hey, what the heck did I just do? I think I pressed the wrong thing. Okay.
That's all she does is hack.
All right, let's
Right,
add a
for sure.
row above. It's gonna be like Silverwolf color.
I could have sworn I added that. Oh, here. This is,
Was
no,
it
it's not
implant element weakness? Right?
Yeah. That is what it's called.
There you go. Wait. Okay, no, I changed this one by mistake. This is
Or just put mono.
that's S.
Noise.
This one is the one I want to change the color of. Implant element weakness. There you go.
There we go. I finally found it.
We did it. That's fair. I think that's just fair. If we have one character in F. Alright, maybe we should change this back to D for Don Hong. I feel bad for him being the only one in F tier. But then if we change it to D for Don Hung, and then there's this other character like Quality, you just put them at the bottom of C instead, I feel just as bad. One time you hit 9 physical weakness in a row, Chingche and Sila on your team, Soulful. Tasha broke a whole hard toughness for her own. Yo, physical DPS Natasha, let's go.
How
Dude,
does that even work? Does she just do more damage?
yeah, it does like 20% increased damage, 8% increased all elemental damage.
That does not seem worth it.
But like Natasha is physical, so she obviously just shooting. It sounds so funny. I feel bad for you.
Because it is.
Soulful. It's okay. You see me roll my 50/50s in elements. I go, please hit wind, Silverwolf, on this enemy. Not Loach's quantum. It's quantum. I mean not quantum. Imaginary. I'm like,
Someone's got
Okay.
quantum on the brain.
Yeah, it's like I was looking at Silver Wolf.
Hmm.
Oh, Natasha's hitting like 9 to 12k. You're like, oh, wait a second. That's some simulated universe stuff. But that sounds funny. All right, next up we have Stell, the female main character. So the reason why the reason why Stell is gonna be a different tier even than Kalis is she has resting existential dread face, which I can show off right here in game right now real quick. If you look into Stell's eyes when she's idling, it looks like she looks like she's like something worried about something constantly.
I see emptiness.
Yeah, it's like she looked into the void and the void stared back. She's like, I didn't like that one. So I like her as a character, but I think that she's seen some shit. And I'm like, I kind of want to put her like lower.
Why do they gotta put the terrible night set on the quantum one?
We're not gonna talk about that. No, Copium. There's gonna be a character that totally needs that set, and it's gonna be their best in slot set.
I have heard Yukong's good with it just to make her slower.
It's not.
I know.
You want to know why it's not? You know what's better than
It's a
the
really
slow
bad
you?
set.
You know what's better than slow Yukong?
Probably fast Yukong.
Actually, speed tune Yukong.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna put Stell here, like above Lady Fu. It's just she worries me. It makes me nervous sometimes. Like, what she see? Hair and collarbone top tier plus her fire ultimate looks cooler. Okay, her fire ultimate does look cooler. Oh, that's true. Her fire ultimate does it. That's true. I do like her ultimate animations better than Kalis's.
Oh, cool. I was right on the fire DPS.
I don't know. I think it's still there for now. Like I said, I worry.
Oh,
I
no,
worry.
I'm saying
I worry about her.
I'm saying about the warp trotter thing.
Anyway, next we have Sushang.
Noise.
Anyone here using Sushang with me?
Nope.
No.
If you have your,
Oh,
you never have to use skills at all.
Huh?
You never lose SP at all.
let's see, Sushan. I don't know if I have her.
You have her like E4, Shadow.
Yeah,
You had her
I do, okay,
E4 when I
yeah.
had E. I didn't have her yet.
There
Basically,
you go. Yeah, I got her.
this man.
E4. I got her on E1. What are you talking about?
S tier, that DPS loop is so satisfying, soulful. Yeah, Sushang's DPS loop is very satisfying, and also she does a ton of bleed damage from breaking enemy shields.
Does she?
Yeah, it's like built into her thing or something. I don't know.
Noise.
She eats, until I started using the level 8 Qingque. She eats up like the Antimatter Legion Dragon's like core. She eats it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Noise.
You know what's really funny, anime?
You ever E5 that with their 50% break effect? It's just wicked. Yup.
This hunt chick I was talking about also uses a lightning lord effect. Hers gets speed boost at the start of the fight.
What the fuck? Yo, they're doing my boy Jingyuan dirty.
She's literally fire genuine, but she doesn't do AoE.
Fire Jingyuan, but better? The heck?
Yeah.
Gets a speed boost right away? Was she? Jingyuan and Asta made a character together? Unfair. Unfair and unbalanced game.
Her ult also
Unsubscribe.
increases its speed for 100 points.
Actually, I can't complain. I don't spend money on this game. I'm free to play in this game so far. You'll catch my wall in Genshin Homeverse, but not Honkai Star Rail yet.
Yeah, when he loses the 50-50.
Dude, if I lose the 50-50 with Kafka, I'll be so angry and sad and all sorts of emotions where I'll be like,
So,
I can build relics for I can get Jingyuan's relics better. No, I swear I can. Tingyu and Jiggeron's a really good team. Tingyu's E4. Anyway, Sushang is very good. Sushang shines in so many teams. Sushang does not play nicely with Bronya sometimes. I don't know why. Yeah, also Sushang is tanky. Because she has that hunt, like, if she's under certain health, enemies are less likely to target her. From my experience, it works just as well as being a fox girl in Honkai Star Rail and expecting not to get attacked. It doesn't. Enemies hate Tingyun and Yukong. I'm just saying. I don't know why.
The plot.
There's like, hi, I'm Fire MC. Let me use my taunt. And then he's like, duly noted. You taunted me. I'm gonna attack Yukong now. What? Can you do that? Technically they can't. That's actually false. But that's what it feels like. They definitely don't get taunted by March's shields. Dude, I'll put March's shield on like March's shield up. I'm like, all right, attack March. Like, you said attack Tingyun, right? Like, no, I didn't. But their bosses, they have special. No, the regular enemies do that too.
Yeah, it's really interesting because Gepard has like a trace on him that makes him more likely to get attacked. They still hit Tingyun.
And Yukong.
Even if he had the stupid Landau twins star coma made him 30% more likely to get attacked, still hit her. So it's, I don't know what that's about.
I just tell you, man, the anti-mana legions, like, the bosses don't like fox girls in this game. I don't know why. They're regular enemies. They also have special privileges. True. You know what? They saw the fox here. The fox here, like, we want to tap that. I guess. Anyway, Sushang, guys. Does anyone have an opinion on Sushang other than myself?
Nice.
Not really.
Okay, well, so you know how Zila is? You know how Zila is really good because Zila takes extra turns sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Soulful. There, Sushang's really good because she also takes extra turns sometimes. Below Bronya and A tier. Also, Giant Chicken.
Giant Chicken.
Giant Chicken.
Okay, the banner's good. It does make sense.
Anyway, let's move on to
Looking at the
Tingyu.
1.3 banners.
Now, if you guys played the most recent Trailblaze mission, aka the main story quest, I think we all know that Tingyun is quite the head turner.
Yeah.
I love that joke.
I actually have her. And leveling her up.
Oh, I literally stopped using Tingyun because she made content too easy for me for a little bit. But
Or am I thinking of somebody else? No, wait.
No, you're thinking Tingyun. Oh, yeah, it's not Tingyun you're talking about?
No, it's Yukong.
Oh, yeah, no, you've had Yukong since...
I just got her.
Yeah, you just got her.
But yeah, I also got her too.
But Tingyun...
Continue.
Literally, there was a time where I didn't use Tingyun because I'm like, she makes content too easy. I got Silver Wolf after, and nothing changed. Content was still too easy.
Yep.
But now I want to actually like beat Memory of Chaos. So I have to level up my characters to, like, level 80. Ugh.
Okay, so I'm good. Lynx is on Fu's banner, but so is Hook and Pella, which is fucking great.
So if you stop using Tingyun after you got Bronya and Bronya's light cone, good to know you're not the only one that struggled to keep her alive.
Nice.
Or Artifact, you mean relics? Yeah, no,
Go on
Tingyun
banner.
just suffers from. That's why you want Tingyun to be like fast. Light cone. Okay, you meant light cone. Okay, that's what I thought. Tingyun, if you get a 150 plus speed Tingyun, I know unrelatable for most people. Mine is like 159. She outspeeds my Zila by like 15 points just to make sure she always goes first, and then Zila always goes second, and then you don't have to worry about enemies hitting you because Zila's now going to kill all of them for you because Tingyun said so. That's
I found with Bronya.
still recovering Genshin player. It's okay. I streamed Genshin this morning. I get the terminology confused.
Mm.
I write down a list of like the terminology too, so I try not to get confused when I'm streaming, but I still mess it up. Life hack, if for people who play multiple games with the same game mechanics named differently sometimes. It's okay. I sometimes use noble phantasms, and that's just embarrassing because I'm not playing FGO. I mean, I am, but not like I'm not on stream usually.
I mean, the concept's the same. You're charging up a meter to use the alt.
You don't charge meters in FGO. What do you mean? I have kaleidoscope. I have limit broken kaleidoscope. I don't charge
Okay,
meters
normal
anymore.
people charge meters.
Oh yeah. Well, okay, I do too. I use a Koyan and a friend Koyan.
May not apply.
For some people, this may not apply because they're whales, or lucky, or both, or just smart and they just look at the spoilers from JP because we're 2 years behind in NA, which is the best way to play if you want to be a low spender, free to play. Anyway, Ting Yun, I would say, should be.
Noise.
She's a fox girl too. I kind of like that, you know. Think I'd put her like below Bronya in A tier, or put her above Luocha in S tier. What do you guys think?
I don't think she's a
Okay.
character anymore, so okay.
Hey, she's on my roster. Okay.
Like, who is that?
Who is that? Who are you? We don't even know who she is. Actually, no. You could get her voice dialogue and see like the real Tingyun, guys. Yeah, Tingyun's the one that like lets my Zila constantly hit like 50k to 70k.
A lot of theories going on that she is in the coffin.
Yeah, I've seen those. Although I think there's a lot of coffin theories for Luocha. So wait, you know what? If she's in the coffin, she must trail behind Luocha, right?
Oh my god.
Could you just put crack theory and just put Tingyun below Luocha like that? I think we can.
Yeah, everyone also thought it was Jingling until like
Jingliu
she
until
just
you
walked
saw her.
around.
See,
Yeah,
I
Jingliu.
still think it's Colin, and that's why we
I
probably.
think she's gonna be a villain later.
It's just Ventalia. It's just like yeah, it's actually just chilling.
No, I mean like Luocha is gonna be a villain later, probably.
Oh yeah, I mean I could see that too.
It's because he's Otto.
Yeah, because he's auto apocalypse. Like he's auto apocalypse doing shady things all the time. Anyway,
Yeah, and
speaking of
you guys
auto
think-
apocalypse, here's Welt Yang from Honkai Impact Third, the character that everyone in
Tortured
Honkai,
man.
everyone
Very
in
tortured.
Honkai Impact Third wanted to play as, and Hoyoverse like, we got you, fam. Go play Honkai Star Rail. Have a good nice day. And everyone's
Can't
sad
play him
because he literally uses Black Hole Eden and everything.
in an action game. You gotta play him in a
Yeah,
turn-based
you have to
game.
play him in the turn-based game, and he literally got everything that people wanted in the turn-based game.
He's too old for an action game.
Well, now it is true. He's like 80. Like canonically, he's like 80.
Noise.
Like he's really old.
I don't think like for what he is, age applies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he has some special circumstances from like lore and stuff. And some people are like, oh yeah, his Honkai Impact lore isn't gonna be as important in Honkai Star Rail. I think they're just lying to us because they didn't want us to get too deep into it yet.
Probably.
The lore masters of the Hoyoverse are protecting us for like the future. Like psych. Now here's the reason why Welt's very important. I love Welt because he actually tries to look cool all the time despite already being cool with the glasses.
Noise.
Also true. And he wears glasses. Also true.
I like Welt because of all the memes where he was doing horrible damage because they didn't know he wasn't a DPS.
I like the memes where he was doing excellent damage because he actually secretly can also be a DPS.
That's because people didn't know how to build.
I mean, they're like, we have to build build an effect hit rate up, right? And then Hoyover's like, actually, let's nerf enemies effect resistance. Oh,
Yeah, I don't even really need effect rate on my Silver Wolf because of that. Fuck, I dropped my phone.
Oh, because the free light cone.
Yeah, free light cone.
40% effect hit rate's pretty good.
The fact they nerfed everything across the board.
Yeah, it's 15% nerf across the board. Awesome. I like Waltz.
Every enemy.
I've used Friends Waltz, and like he's the real Zhongli because he petrifies enemies and then deals damage to them and tells them to stay petrified. And then he slows them with his skill, because why not?
Can't take a hit though.
Nah, he's fine in that regard. He has Lucha now. Him and auto work just fine, surprisingly. Or not, I guess. Like,
So I'm guessing any imaginary banner, they're just going to use Yukong on it.
well, we'll probably get new imaginary characters later, right?
I mean, Dang's banner has Yukong on
We'll
it.
say without knowing how to build him, he was a nightmare to use that Trailblaze rank 50 Soulful. I mean, I could see that. I agree with that. I agree with that sentiment. If you don't know how to build him, though, Walt is a nightmare of a character to build. Because he has some...
Dang's banner is Yukong, Asta, and March. Not sure if that's better or worse than the Elite one I had.
Yeah, like, I would say... Walt, however, despite all the good things, he definitely does float in, like, the middle. He's never a first choice character. Because for, like, the harder content where he'd be very useful, you still might want to choose another Harmony character to buff, or a Nihili character to debuff enemies. But Walt, he more like he entangles them and he slows them down, which a lot of characters could potentially do. He's very good at doing those things. He brings everyone to his speed and his tune, which I respect. But at that point, like, you know, that's like March can do almost the same thing by freezing enemies with the effect hit rate, like body piece.
Mm-hmm.
Because freeze slows enemies down a lot too.
It does.
We lowballing it. I think we're gonna lowball Walt. I think we're going to keep him the hidden boss for other future generations.
No one has him.
True. All the people that do have, and all the people that do are starting to really build him up and build him well. So
And by no one I mean us. None of us have him.
yeah, none of us have him.
No.
I'm gonna put him like right here between Herta and March. I'm gonna say.
Oh my god, you destroyed my battery life. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, have you stopped using him? Rip. All right, now let's talk. I believe her name is Ziqui, right?
She is a quantum.
She's a 10 Lords Commission character that you meet briefly. That's the same VA in English as Yoimiya.
And she's quantum.
I mean, I didn't know she was quantum because I couldn't tell that at all from a character. Because character
know
design
nothing
looking
about
like the element they are lies. Sela literally quantum butterflies all around her. Yep, lies. Nope, never seen it.
She's wearing mostly purple.
Bronia's win because she's a gun.
I mean, I think she has green on her outfit.
She has a little bit of like green on her outfit.
See, it's not as obnoxious as Genshin, but they try to like show it a bit.
Walt is imaginary because he's a black hole. Okay, that one's pretty funny.
She's also wearing yellow.
It's like a regal gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta give the man credit where it's due. He is swag. I'm trying to think of any of them if they don't look like their element at all. I guess Virginia ones you can't tell right away.
On Luca, because like.
Oh yeah,
he goes
Luca does not look like a
physical supposed to
physical. But then you see
You
his
tell me what physical. Well, maybe actually she's white and red. He's white. He's red.
Luca's the start of the show here, whole fire character forgot to change his element, and they're like, yeah, who's gonna bleed He's gonna bleed people to death too while
He
we're at
probably
it.
was gonna be a fire character, and they're like, nah.
No, you know why they made him physical? They gave him a physical arm to punch with. Like
They
physical.
made him physical because like he's the heavyweight champ, I think.
He's the little Mac, except higher tier
With a robot arm.
with a robot arm. Clara doesn't look like physical. But Clara doesn't look like she fights. And that's
She doesn't.
that's literally her kit. Mr. Svarog says, I'm a robot, I'm physical. I'm gonna physically
Maybe
beat
that's
you
like
down
the
for trying to hurt
thing.
my little girl.
Pretty much.
Machinery.
Shout out to Mr. Svarog. Anyway, Ziqui, I don't know anything about her other than she shares the same VA as I think she's voiced by Jenny Yorokrobi.
You met her in like one of the quests.
Yeah. She has the same VA as Yuimiya. And that's
In, like, I believe she's a robot.
no, she's just a Ten Lords commissioner judge. I mean, she might also be a robot, but she's a Ten Lords commissioner
Like a
judge.
puppet or some shit.
I'm not sure if she's a puppet. I think her disposition is just quirky. With that said, I'm happy to put her anywhere in B tier if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. No objections.
All right, Azure, what do you think? That's fine.
Yeah, it's just fine.
All right, where should we put her in B tier?
I don't even know.
All right, let's see.
front
One,
of Sampo.
two.
Put her
in,
after Luca because
Put it in
know
front
what
of
he does.
Sampo.
in front of Sanfo, after Luca is what I heard.
Oh, before Luca. I mean, we don't even know what she does.
Yeah.
All right, so here. That is fair, I think. That's fair because we don't know anything
Yeah.
about her.
And now we put Yan
Although-
Cheng and get bullied by two swordsmen here.
Nice.
Okay, so let's see. Where are those two swords there? Okay, so he can't be S or A tier. He has to be under S and A, because this is where Blade is, and this is where
I would say honestly, C tier.
Honest C tier.
Probably put him next to Gepard. You need Gepard for him.
No, I would say C tier is fair actually.
Yeah, up front.
Good. Yeah, I'd say like right here in C tier would be fair. He's still a hunt character.
Nice.
Where does Yanqing slander coming from? The fact that I got an E1 Yanqing on the standard banner recently, and my Yanqing's level 20, and I didn't want a second Yanqing on the standard banner when I could have gotten a Bronya or a Welt or a Clara or a Bronya Light Cone. And it seems like all the homies, all streamers lose their 50-50 to Yanqing. Because Yanqing was also a spook on my Jingyuan banner.
I've seen someone with an E5 Himiko, so I'm assuming that person lost a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, but that person's probably happy with the E5 Himiko, which is the funnier part.
Are you sure?
They probably are.
I wouldn't be.
I mean, I would say this. I know more people that are happier with the E5 Himiko than the E5 Yanqing.
Nice.
So,
You know why you probably liked using my
Bronya?
Bronya? She's E1.
No, it's because I don't have Bronya. Azure.
Oh. I was gonna say also she's E1.
I like
so she has
using
a
all my
50%
friends'
chance not to
Bronyas.
use your SP.
On my friends list. So yeah, the Yanqing is literally here because like if I have two of him, I didn't level him.
What does his second E even do?
I don't even know what his E1 does. I'm not gonna be honest. Sorry, let me check. I just got it. It could be really good. I could have just got one of his best Eidolons, but I think his best Eidolon is E2. When Yanqing attacks a frozen enemy, he deals additional ice damage equals 60% of his attack. That's okay.
Ooh,
E2, when Soulful
that's
Sync
too
is
far.
active, energy regeneration rate increased by extra turn. Yeah, his E2 is the best one.
Well, I mean, I guess like if you lose the 50-50, you got the best Yanqing.
Oh, also his E6 is disgusting, but please. I don't want to lose that many 50-50s. Soulful, you're just gonna say he's S tier and not explain why? No, we know why he's S tier.
Nice.
Also, his boss fight's cool. I'll give him that.
That's
But-
gonna be a very annoying boss fight. That's daily.
That boss fight is in Memory of Chaos, right? The Zensho Luofumon, I think.
I know all the swords have like a random weakness.
No, it's either wind or imaginary.
Oh, it just hides it. Okay.
Yeah, it just hides which one of the two it is. So it doesn't matter because I went into that fight with like Luocha Blade and like the Zensho Forgotten Hall. Yeah, that fight was easy. I felt bad. I broke all the swords right away. So Soulful, you wanna follow outside the story? Yeah, I did the Forgotten Hall because I wanted for Yukong and wanted the extra Stellar Jades because I was pulling for Blade. So that fight is fun though.
At least you
That is a fun boss fight, I'm gonna say. I like that boss fight a lot, the Yanqing fight. Both in the
At
story
least
and
you
like the
got
one
it,
outside of it.
Because like, if you didn't get him and you waste all your stuff to get or waste all the stuff you could have used to get Kafka, I'm pretty sure you would be pissed.
I'd just be disappointed that I just didn't get the Bronyo Lycone. That's what the hindsight 2020 thing is. It's like if I had done this, gotten a 5-star, and was like E2 Yanqing,
Didn't you get a Welt's light cone?
I do. And then I used it on
I
Sampo
guess
for a
that
long
works,
time and went, wow, Sampo's good with this.
Yeah, that kind of works for you though.
And then I got Sample's Lycone and I went, oh, sorry, Welt Lycone. And then one of my friends like, you got Welt Lycone? I'm like, yeah. He goes, that might be best in slot for Kafka, for unlike other than
It
like her
should be,
Lycone.
because hers has been like reworked a lot.
Like other than
It's
her
very
Lycone.
bad.
I was like, oh. Well, no. Her best in slot will still be her Lycone because they'll rework the Lycone to match her kit. The Lycones the characters' Lycones are always the best one, except Jingyuan's. That's like the best erudition Lycone for like 3 characters.
That's because their edition's not exactly.
Got a Bronyo Lycone on your first summon on the banner. Flexes Soulful. Well, guess what? I spent the 600 glitters I had saved up for it to get 30 more pulls to get Blade. No regrets because I actually did get Blade. Whew.
Man, imagine if you didn't get Blade.
Dude, imagine I got like E2 Yanqing. You know how pissed I'd be? I'd be there today. Right now, instead of doing this tier list, I'd be here 3 hours in going, all right guys, we're grinding out more hunt stuff and more of the the ice relic, so I build this stupid E2 Yanqing. I'd be so annoyed with myself. Like, we're making
So
March
you
Yanqing
just,
freeze
like-
comp and hoping no one attacks Yanqing because we have a Fox Girl and March on
Yeah,
one
that
side and
doesn't work.
Yanqing on the other. Natasha's my
That
hero.
definitely doesn't work.
No, Tingyun still buffs Yanqing.
No,
But-
I'm saying March. It works, but like it's really, really risky.
No, you put March's shield on Tingyun. Now all enemies will attack Tingyun, guaranteed.
Damn,
It's 100% taunt,
absolutely heartless.
and Tingyun doesn't die because you brought Natasha. Done.
Nice.
Anyway, next up is Yukong, another fox girl that suffers from the special enemy rule that is, we attack fox girls. This one hurts a little bit more because Yukong sometimes just gets one-shotted before you can do anything
She's just really
in
weird to
between
build
boss
around.
phases, which sucks.
You literally have to build around her.
Yes and no. So, one, I found that
Nice.
a lot of people don't know how to use Yukong, which helps me.
True.
It makes you look a little bit smarter when I go. I skill and alt.
They either go high speed or they go low speed. They don't go.
No, you have to tune speed. You have to take into consider, and this is why Blade's so good. Blade doesn't increase or decrease his own speed. Thank goodness. It makes speed tuning super easy when you put Yukong on Blade's team. Also, Yukong actually can buff Blade because she buffs crit rate and crit damage when you use her skill into her ult. Second, for Yukong, you don't skill every turn. So she's skill point neutral, which is nice.
So if you
Good,
get
'cause I'm
Kafka
leveling
early,
her up.
are you going for
Yukong's
Zang
skill
or no?
lasting for only for 2 turns, too late to speed tune. But when you have her E6 and last 3 soulful, that's when, in like 2 years, like the rest of us, that's when we'll all be speed tuning Yukong. Oh, we won't have to worry about speed
I
tuning
mean, you
Yukong.
can speed up the process if you're willing to spend actual Stellar Jades.
I mean, you
On
mean
the
you mean
standard
Oneric
banner.
shards, right?
I don't know.
Oneric shards is a paid one. Of course, I know this.
But you buy Stellar Jades with Orneric Shards.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and my Yukong's E2, which has fixed some of her energy issues. I still need to get a decent energy set on her so that her energy refund is actually like perfect, so that I can actually get
Nice.
her ultimate every turn I have her skill up when I'm not attacking with her. If any character is E6 or good, that is. Okay, that actually is true. That's just true on every character, isn't it? Even if even by the time you get to E6, you probably got their best Eidolon in between E1 and E6 already.
I'm really trying to find a character that
Technically, Natasha's E6 is not that good because you're not going to make DPS Natasha anyway, but you can make DPS Natasha.
The only character I could think of that
At
might
E6.
not benefit from anything like that is Arlen.
I have no idea. I don't have a single Arlen. What's his E6? Let's look. I'm curious.
He's just kind of like a worse
Databank.
blade.
I just went to light cones automatically. Characters. Destruction. I own half the destruction characters. Guess which two I don't own? Self-sacrifice. When HP drops to 50% or below, ultimate deals 20% more damage. Damage below damage taken by the target enemy now applies to adjacent enemies as well. Oh yeah, that's really good. But the problem is he still has to be at low health. Arlen, poor guy. Yeah.
They made him so broken for that one event.
He was so broken for that one event. He was actually good. So, like, Yukong requires investment is my one downside.
You definitely want her E6.
No, her
Makes
E6 just
life
makes her...
easy.
Her E6 makes it so you don't have to do anything. You can just do whatever.
Yep.
In fact, if you get her E6, like, literally, she becomes... The only downside at E6 is she becomes essentially skill point negative. Because then you can use her skill every turn. Or you make her so fast that she's taking double turns and the rest of your team isn't. So that she can
Only
skill
before you
point,
use your
attack
stuff.
with her own thing, and then you have a round of no buff, and she gets herself back up like fast enough where she can skill point and get your team buffs. So there's, she needs to be skill point tuned regardless of what Eidolon she is. Is what I'll say. To make it easy, She's
Why do you
harder
rate
to
the
use
last
with.
character?
Not as flexible in my opinion. Alt DPS is good, especially with Lucha. Straight Lullaby enemies before Serval can tune her guitar. Yup. And that's the thing, like, yeah, like Yukong's imaginary, and as an imaginary harmony, she does her job well, especially if there's enemies that are weak to harmony. She breaks.
Definitely no Bronya replacement. I'll tell you that.
No, Yukong's not really a Bronya replacement because Yukong dishes her own damage. Also, Yukong does decent damage.
So does Bronya.
Yeah.
You have to build her for crit.
Oh, Yukong gives herself crit.
Because she passes on the crit with her ult.
Yeah. Her skill doesn't scale with anything. Let me double check. Let me look at my Yukong. Races. Skill. It increases the attack of all allies by whatever the level is. Every time an ally's turn, including Yukong's ends. You lose a stack of roaring bowstrings. But then it's her ultimate, where it goes, if Yukong's roaring bowstrings is active, You additionally increase all allies' crit rate and crit damage while dealing a percentage of imaginary damage to Yukong's attack to a single enemy, which is why you skill ult. You skill, then you hit an enemy hard with her ultimate, and then she gives, in my case, it's level 6, 24% crit rate and 52% crit damage to your entire party. Oh yeah, and you're right in the sense that her skill and her ultimate don't. Her ultimate obviously scales off her own attack. Her skill doesn't scale off anything. Yeah, it just scales off the level of the skill. For emboldening salvo for the roaring bowstrings effect, which is also why she's good, guys. Remember, Yukong doesn't need to be built like a DPS. It's just that if you want her to also deal a little damage, that's the way you go. But realistically, yeah, you can build Yukong whatever way you want. Build her HP percentage, HP and defense. That means Tingyun's a better buffer. Wonder how she compares to Asta. So Yukong buffs differently. It's because her skill and her ultimate make her a really good buffer. Because that extra crit rate and crit damage is what sells her.
Asta's just a speed buffer.
And and remember her skill. Remember, slow Asta is also a thing because of her skill. If you hit up to 5 targets and then like your party gets that attack buff per target hit with Asta. But then Asta's even funnier with just speed and dance. Oh, DPS wise for a Harmony character, Asta can still be very disgusting because you don't have to speed tune Asta. You just make her the fastest thing alive. Have you not seen 170 speed Asta on like OK Code's channel? She's insane. All right, all this under consideration, I am willing to put Yukong. Go up at top of B because she's like harder to like play with.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Azure, what do you think of that? Top of B for Yukong.
Yeah, it's a top B.
As I'm currently building her up for a team.
Yeah, it's just she's slightly harder to build. That's why. That's all. That's the
Yeah.
only reason why I want to put her there. Like relics wise, she's not that bad until you want to speed tune her for a full team.
Right.
Because you want your DPS to get it, and the easiest way is just to make the fastest Yukong possible, and then have your DPS be the second fastest unit possible.
Yep.
The harder way, and the way I've been doing it, is been messing around with speed stats, and it's hard. All right, then this last girl who put Sushang under a cement slab to hit it with a sledgehammer for content. For that so I think for evenness sake we should put her in B tier.
Noise.
B.
Yeah, because that way then like our A and B will be the same length, and it's surrounded by the S and C at the same length, and then we have implant, element, weakness, and F rounding it out like an actual full bell curve.
Noise.
So that's why I want to put this girl in B tier.
She does AoE burn.
All right.
As good as Hook?
Better than Hook.
Oh, she's Nihility.
Yeah.
There you go, done. Put her right next to the other two Nihilities. We'll see how she is once she's out and she plays nice with Luca / Sampo / Kafka. Or is it Kafka plus Luca / Sampo / girl? I don't know.
Actually detonates her own fire dots.
So she's Kafka.
She's also a 4-star.
4-star Kafka. Anyway, subscribe for more. Apparently, this is our Lycone, so. Okay, go. I think this is our tier list. I don't even know the name of one of these characters, but we put her on the list, and you know what we're gonna do? Gonna download the image, Save as. Put it in my things. Let me put it in pictures. My pictures folder. So I can put it in like tier.
Eidolons have the most random names. The first one's called Eating Noodles Upside Down. Second one is Whistling While Brushing Teeth. Third one's Boulder Smashing. Fourth,
Nice.
Neck Pulling. 5, Sword Swallowing. And 5th, Bullet Catching.
Yeah, she literally does stuff for content.
Hmm.
That's why.
Why does she remind me of like that one fucking character from Pokemon? Specifically Scarlet Violet.
Oh, Iona.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sushiring's just in the background of her art.
in the foreground, but yes.
Yeah, like in her actual art. I'd send you what I'm looking at, but it's leaks.
Yeah, I don't look at leaks, you know that. Alright, I'm tweeting this right now, guys. Honkai Star Rail.
You're gonna trigger someone by having Caparda be.
Please rate
Guarantee
me
it.
and my friends HSR tier list smiley face.
Hmm.
Alright, so let me go to my...
Did we like put anyone? I think it works. They're gonna wonder about the
There
Stribal
you
though.
go. You can now see it. Here's my profile here. There it is at Anime Fan RK2K on this site that's called X now, but known as Twitter. And I hope everyone respectfully looks at it. Oh, I can't see it if it's full screen. And that's it. That's the tier list. I think overall we made a good list, guys. What do you think?
Why is Yukon above Capard?
Why did this get resized when I saved it?
I don't know.
The picture saved correctly.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's weird.
It works though. The list.
Yeah. Oh, why is Yukong above Gepard?
I feel that's just because you don't have it.
Oh, Fox Girls. No. I had a reason. It's because she's a Fox Girl.
Really?
Yep.
It's because it's Tamama no Mai.
Why did I put the character I don't even know the name for a beat here? Above Yanqing, Stel, Fu, Hook, Arlen, and Bailu? Because I wanted to even out the A and B tier so it'd make a nice bell curve, like when I first saved it. I did save it correctly with the full bell curve, so. Alright guys, that's our tier list. Who can see tier trigger? Don't worry. This entire tier list is gonna trigger somebody.
Oh yeah.
And that's fine. It's a discussion topic without context.
I thought you were gonna say that's the intent.
Love the fact that hers above Yanqing by a good amount too. Hers above Welt. No, we're not gonna comment. We're not gonna defend this. This is our tier list. We don't have to defend it. This is a subjective tier list made subjectively. Hence why I tweeted it the way I did.
Nice.
Anyway, that's it, I guess. Hope you guys enjoyed our tier list making. I'm gonna end stream here and then actually do my Honkai Star Rail grinds now because I need boss mats for my blade. And that's probably gonna be just me grinding out the same.
Yeah. I'm
Boss
gonna
mats.
continue on streaming.
Yeah,
doing,
go. Let's go to Shadows. Let's go raid Shadow.
Yeah, I'm doing the universe, simulated universe right now.
There you go. Let's go raid Shadow stream, guys, together. Go wish him luck in the simulated. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. This has been KRanime, and I'm directing you to Shadowhunter 0078. Peace.
Peace.
Come with
Yeah, look at that tier list anime. Look what